Evening, everyone. I hope we're all going well. This is almost the worst night to be doing a watch song, to be honest. Stressing out of my mind about what I should be doing. I've got Stuart, who's out. I've got Oliver, who's out. Oh, jeez. This is awful. At the moment, current trades, I've gone Stuart to Sheasel and Marias to Boxall, and I've got the cash there to go to a Carroll or a Bo Allen or someone like that if I wish to do that instead. But yeah, stressful times, I think. Is Stuart a trade, says Angus? I think he is. This is almost the excuse that we need to just go, just trade him. If you've owned him for the start, like I have, we're locking in the bad scores and the cash loss, which sucks. But I think we just have to do it. I think it's just been bullet after bullet. That's just, he hasn't done what we wanted, obviously, and he's just got to go. Oliver de Dacos says red lighting. Yep, like it, mate. Tick that off. I've gone Sheasel over Dacos. I could afford Dacos, but I've gone Sheasel instead. But yeah, I like it still though. Fast break. Hey, Bales, VC, Sheasel, Merritt, or Cherry? I've got Cherry ahead of Sheasel for tonight, and I've got them both ahead of Merritt. So I think I'd Cherry at 2, Sheasel 3, Merritt at 6. I am contemplating, I'm like, the 5-day break for Cherry is making me think about it, but I think I'm going to stick with Cherry as my VC. What do we got? Is there any from tonight? I'm just going to quickly go and see which questions are from tonight because we've got 3 minutes. There's a lot of questions here, but I'll just go through the ones we got tonight. Marco saying Stuart and Oliver must trades, I reckon. Stuart, yes. Oliver, not as much. I've still got Oliver, and I'm probably going to hold him at this stage. Yes, Oliver's still a good option to bring in, Matt, for sure. Start Trainer or Reed, says Fast Break Frenzy. Probably back in Reed tonight against North, but if you can loop, that'd be fantastic. But if you can't, back in, I think, Reed over Trainer. All right, what have we got? Any from tonight? I'm just going through. It's nice to be back, mate. Yes, Marco, it is, but it's a stressful night. I partly wish it wasn't tonight, but it is, so there we go. DJ saying the poo named on field is interesting. Oh, he's an option from probably next week, I reckon. What do we got? Oh, we've got a massive super chat there. Which I'll get in a sec. So what do we got? Any from tonight? Do we tick off Briggs and Oliver to Cherry and Long? Yep, I'll tick them off because you're essentially going Oliver to Cherry and you're going Briggs to Long for some cash gen. Yeah, I like it, Matt. I'd tick them off for sure. Play both Trainer and Reed and move Sheasel to the midfield to cover for Oliver, or should we be choosing either Cleary, Boxall, or Hall to cover? Well, obviously, if you could loop, that'd be great. I would probably back in Trainer and Reed. I like them more on field this week over Cleary, Box, because Boxall could be sub. I don't love Hall tomorrow night. Or actually, Hall could be okay. If you could loop between Hall and Cleary, like if you could play Reed tonight and then loop between Hall and Cleary, maybe do that. That would be what I'd look at doing. Read over train sweep for me. Yep, DJ, I agree. Can you hold Oliver? What's the reason he isn't fun? Just apparently had a difficult week personally or whatever, and it just like caught up to him a bit, so he's having the week off. I'm holding just because I've got Stuart, and I don't want to do 2 sideways moves. I technically could still trade Oliver out even after tonight. I just want to make sure my team's locked in. So Sheasel's there. Cherry's there with the VC. And Caleb Daniels there. I think that's me for tonight. And then Finn O'Sullivan on the bench. I'm praying Finn O'Sullivan for the first time this year can go 60 plus. I'd take that in a heartbeat at the way that everything's gone. So, yeah, that's how we're looking at the moment. She's a 180, says Tom Bain. I hope so, mate. Tyler Jones, thanks, mate. Massive super chat there. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the massive super. That's massive. Thank you, mate. I've got Merritt VC as a 14 chance for tag. I think Phillips will go to him. So if you've got Shees or Cherry, I'd go them instead. But if you can't, then stick with that. So it's all been locked out anyway. So yeah. So I got the 4. So I got 4 North players tonight. No Essendon. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Any others from tonight? I don't. She's will forward to cover for Curtis. No, Jed Adcock apparently pre-game said that She's will be playing the same role that he did last week. So that'll be in defence. Got in Stewart last week. Out he goes this week, says Angus. I know that sucks. At least you only had to deal with it for 1 week. That's all I'd say. Is it worth looping Amon with Pryor and Trainer this week? Yep. So if you got Pryor on the bench, I'd be definitely doing that, Corey. Hold Amon and loop Pryor and Trainer. VC Cherry says, Jack, yep, for me, I've got Cherry VC. Even though getting a bit chilly, my toasty wood heater has started. Season has started, says Karen. Good to have watch parties back, Cherry or Shees or VC. I've gone Cherry VC, Sebastian. I think both are good options, number 2 and 3 for me this week. Oh, crap, I forgot to put my Captain's Challenge captains in. God damn it. Then I'm going to have to put these in until, what's his name, that's locked out. Give me a sec, guys. Buddy Smith 4 and Dawson 5. I had Cherry at 2 and Sheasel at 3, if you can adjust that for me. Cool. Alrighty. Apologies as well if I have missed a question. There's a lot of questions coming in about tonight. All of General Belandras. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Are we ready to watch touch footy tonight? Yeah, we are, mate. Yeah, that's a funny one. I don't think Curtis should have been given a 3-week suspension. And I don't think if Chera got off, Hinge should have got off. But here we go. Watchalong. First one in a few weeks. We are back. Apologies if I've missed any questions for tonight. A lot of questions and stressing about my own bloody team. There's the Shees with an early kick, definitely playing off half back. And then there's Merritt. So a couple of early touches for some players of ours. All right, let's see if we can work through these questions and slowly get through. So, John Sanders, what moves should I be doing with Oliver out? So, 1, Garcia and Davidson to Petrarca and Boxall, 203k in the bank. Or 2, Garcia and Oliver to Dunkley and Boxall, 330k in the bank. Definitely 1, John, for me. Garcia and Davidson. And if Boxall is the sub, you've got the money there to go Bo Allen. You've got the money there to go Matt Carroll if you so wish. So, I would be going for option 1. And that'll be a goal, not behind, and goal to the Bombers. I was hoping to see who'd take the first kick out. That's what I'm going to be watching. Is it going to be Shees or is it going to be Caleb Daniel or someone? Matt, original trades were Sanders to Petrarca and Foster Boxall, but now going Oliver to Petrarca and Sanders to Long all season with 186k to upgrade rookie to the Philippou next week. Yeah, mate, like it, mate. Yeah, good trades. I'd tick them off. Is Long still a good option to bring in? Yeah, Matt. Yep, he's still a good option to bring in. Probably last week, I reckon, because he's going to be over 700k, you'd think, this week. But, yeah, I think you can still get him in for sure. Angus Easy, trades will be Garcia to Boxall, but need advice on my second trade. Would you get rid of Stewart to Josh Dacos, or is that too sideways and go Marais to Long a better move? If you can still do Marais to Long, I'd probably do that because you're getting rid of a red dot rookie to someone who's going to make cash for you. Stewart's obviously not playing this week, but hopefully you get him back next week. I'd probably do that one. Or you can't really do Marais to Long and then Stewart to anyone really. There's a kick for the big X. I wonder if anyone will go to Merritt tonight. There's Powell with a kick. Oh, good tackle by Parker then. Arguably could have been holding the ball there. And intercept mark by LDU. Dersma kicks the Larky. Good kick. Fast break frenzy. Which trade option? 1, Oliver to Petrarca, and 2, Oliver to Dacos. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Oliver to Petrarca, and then 2, Oliver to Dacos, leaves 300k. 3, Davidson Petrarca. 4, Davidson to Dacos. I would start Ashcroft in all these trades. Cheers. If you can still do Davidson to Dacos, I would do that. David Petrarca is also the other one. I'd do Davidson out to one of those two because you can still hold Oliver and get the upgrade as well. So I'd do one of those two, depending on what you want. Is that 180k saved from Petrarca? Can that get you a better upgrade? That almost should be a mark to Sheasel. That'll be a tackle for the Shees. Good. Intercepted by Essendon. It's a good kick by Peter Wright there. Good kick to Kyle Langford. Yeah, I'd probably do Dacos but it's either Dacos or Petrarca for me, fast break frenzy. Caleb Fife, traded Noah Anderson, Zorko, Sinclair, or Ash. Wouldn't be Ash for me. One of Anderson, Zorko, or Sinclair, I reckon. Probably not Sinclair, just with the changing role, maybe. So maybe you go for maybe one of Nasai or Anderson, I reckon. Oh, sorry, no, not Nasai. One of Zorko or Anderson, sorry. I think Anderson's going to score more for the rest of the year. So maybe in that, maybe I'll say him, Caleb Fife. But him or Zorko are both good options. Going Oliver to Petrarca and Sanders to an 840k player. Looking at lights of Rivers, Peatling and Long is on good option, plus bank 186k. Yeah, I'd rather bank the cash and get Long there, Matt, over Rivers and Peatling. Berry's been named as well. So Peatling I was keen on if Berry wasn't named. But Berry will just replace Crouch's role, and Peatling probably still get an uptick, but probably not as much as what I would have wanted. Do we tick off Briggs and Oliver to Cherry and Long? Yeah, oh yeah, I said it before. Yep, definitely see. I've played both Trainer and Rita Mushi as a midfielder cover. Oh yeah, I said it before, that question. Can you hold Oliver? What's the reason he hasn't flown over his limits? Yeah, just tough week. He should only be out for the 1 week. He's no injury or anything like that, so he should be back next week. Are we holding Oliver to trade out a rookie? He'll be back next week. 99% sure says attached edits. Yeah, I've held Oliver. I could go Oliver to Chad Warner tomorrow if I really want to go and do that. That would only be like if Boxall's sub and they're talking about Bo Allen being sub. But Bo Allen's been known on the ground, so I'll be getting at least a rookie this week. Thoughts on trading TDK to Marshall? I have English currently R1. I don't like 2 round 12 buy players. Cherry got the hit out there. And no one to trade who has their buy in round 12. So Marshall would fix that. If you're in a good space to be able to do that, I don't mind TDK to Marshall, but a lot of people won't be able to do that this week, Brisbane Bloods. So I probably wouldn't do it. Probably wouldn't do it this week. I think it's not quite the week to do it. I want to see another week for Marshall still. Kobe Pemba, holy stuff for you. Clayton Oliver out is throwing a spanner in the works. Time to get one more ginger head of my team, says Kobe Pemba. Yep, yeah. If people are in a good spot, that he can go, right? But I've got Stewart, so I've got to hold. So, yeah. Is Oliver to Rivers a place, says Johnny Test? Not for me. No, I'm not confident in the Rivers pick at all, so I wouldn't be doing that. Angus says he got in Stewart last week. Out he goes, yeah, said it before. Is it worth keeping? Yep, said it before as well. Now I'm just trying to catch up to which ones I haven't answered. We're nearly caught up, though, which is good. Mark for Perkins again. So Perkins on for goal. Come on, miss a goal so I can see who's going to take the kick in. Hopefully Cherry goes big tonight. My alternative captains is Dacos and Brayshaw. I both like to get tagged. Hopefully Brayshaw doesn't get tagged, but obviously, yes, there's a chance. I like Baz, Angus. If you haven't looked at the captain video, I've done that earlier today, so make sure you check it out. But Baz is in my top 5. Dawson as well, who a lot of people have got. So one of those guys. Need to know my questions tonight, as have Sheasel in defence, as Caleb Fife. Well, yeah, Caleb Fife, I hope I answered your question. Apologies if I missed it before the game started. Is that another goal? Come on, Essendon. Miss some goals, please, so I can actually see who's going to take the bloody kick-ins. Pryor forced on tonight with no loop. Help me, says Alex. Hopefully he can go 60. It looks like he'll be tagged, says Limits. Yeah, we'll have to see, I guess. Can we use Stone as a loop for Reed and Trainer? Yeah, you can. Yep. Could I have done that? Could I have looked Finn O'Sullivan in defence? Maybe. Or I might be able to, or if Bo Allen, actually I might be able to flip some things around. So I might be able to put, if I get Bo Allen instead of Boxall, if Boxall's a sub, I might be able to do a few things like that. I probably could have done that. Put Stone in utility, put Stone into defence if Finn O'Sullivan went well. Oh, but then I wouldn't have anyone to put in the mids. No, I couldn't have done anyway. Never mind. Looks like it. So is Finn O'Sullivan even on? Or is he on the bench? Move my drink out the way so I can see it. But yes, Matt, you can use Stone as a loop. Apologies if I missed that before, but you definitely can. Oh, God, piss off. He dropped the ball. God, that is such a shit rule. How the guy drops the ball, gets tackled, and it's a free against. So that's a big X free against. So that's great. That is just shit. Well, Big X has won 7 hit-outs already, so at least he's winning hit-outs. But that's such a... Oh, God, I hate that free. If the guy drops the ball, it shouldn't be a free against. It should be holding the ball if he just drops it. So She's Lord Brayshaw says Ben McCulloch. If you were trading between two this week, I would have gone Shees this week. I like Shees as a trade-in option. Go to Sheasel. Sheasel's right there. So annoying. Free kick to Jordan Ridley. Ben Hayes, hey bro, have Amon and Clary. Went Amon over Ash last week. Yeah, Amon over Ash last week really sucks. That's an unfortunate one that hasn't gone your way there. Yeah, that's an unfortunate there. A lot of people who have got Amon as well, they're going to be feeling the full brunt of Oliver, and maybe they got Stewart as well. North have to team, otherwise he'll take over, says Limits. I'll talk about Merritt. Yeah, agreed. It is almost a must-trade Stone to a rookie. Is it almost a must-trade Stone to a rookie to get my cash gen going on depleted bench? If you got Mariah, I'd trade him first. But yes, you can definitely trade because he's not making him... Well, I don't know when he's going to come back in. The hope is he comes back in at some point, but he's got a little bit of money on his head now. Come on, Larky, pick the ball up, mate. Pick the ball up, mate. You've fumbled it for like 40 metres. Bringing in Shees this week for Oliver and putting the VC on him, says Ben. Like it. Davo to Boxall, says Ben Hayes. I like it. Just keep an eye on because he looks like the very likely sub on that bench, unless they go for Garcia. So just keep an eye on that. That would be one I'll be watching. Lowell Merritt was locked, couldn't undo. This will be fun, says Tyler Jones. Hopefully Merritt goes all right for you. Zaha goal. So no one's missed yet. 4 straight goals combined. I'm back in Shees for VC. Big game incoming. Hopefully he's out to shut up Corn, says Sebastian. Malak Bakri, are you going to show us them playing? No, probably I can't do that because we'll get done for copyright and the stream will get taken down. So this is just a watch along. We'll watch the game together, chat some fantasy, chat footy, and yeah, if you want to stick around, stick around. If K goes 6-5 plus, I'll hold Oliver, says DJ. Yeah, I'm looking at, if I'm hoping for Finn O'Sullivan to go 60 plus, but he hasn't done that yet, so I'm not really holding out much hope that he's going to do it tonight. Yeah, he had poor scores against North last few games, but this is around for a pod captain, says Tyler Jones. Martin Ford's interesting, says Corey. Yeah, I know Essendon like doing that with him at the moment. Limits, I was tempted to go him out, hoping for a big score from Shees, so I just brought him in. Well, hopefully the Shees goes big. I'd also like Cherry to go big as well. Yeah, this is another tough round, particularly if you've had bullets last few weeks. You can't really, it just feels like people that have copped bullets just can't gain any ground. Like, it's almost just like you're almost in quicksand. Like, you face one bullet, then you've got another. It's really tricky at the moment. So, yeah, hopefully we can just keep pushing through 1 week at a time. Kobe Pemmer, Bo Allen huge in for West Coast Eagles. I wish I could get him this week. I just feel he's going to throw 90 out in the first week. Makes me sick that I can't pick him up. Well, yeah, I'm almost hoping Boxall subs and I can go get Bowen, to be honest. I might even get Bowen over Boxall just because I think maybe his job security might be better moving forward. He would have been probably in there round 1. If he goes all right, he's probably going to stay in the team. So I might even go Bowen over Boxall just because he's more expensive, and then go Boxall next week if he's not goes all right. I'm not sure. Here's the Shees missed handball, so crap from Tom Power. Shit handball, should have hit Sheasel then. Bales need help bad. Ash or Nasai says detached edits. Nasai for me. Please help, worried about Nasai's 72% game time in the midfield. Stressing out, need help. I'd go Nasai, detached edits still. I'm still slightly concerned with the lower game time in the midfield, but for sure I'm not really big on the Ash pick. He's too expensive now. I wouldn't be going there personally. And they're going to change the way they play. They're not going to keep playing the way they have been last few weeks. So I wouldn't be trading into Lockie Ash personally. But I know some other people are a bit more keen on him than what I am. But I'm not really too keen on him. Finn O'Sullivan. Oh, I should have kicked it off the ground. Why did he not soccer it? That was an easy soccer. He's going to get caught straight away. Should have... But he soccered it. Anyway. Don't think we need Josh Dacos, says Ben. You don't need him, but he's a good option. Cherry going all right. Go to Sheasel. Go to Shees. Dersma. Oh, you dickhead. Kicks out in the forward net, an easy handball. So at the moment, they're not looking for Shees as much as what I thought they might have after all the comments in the week. The site only playing low 70% game times as attached. It's for a harder midfield matchup too. Yeah, agreed, but I still think I like Nasai better. I do like Nasai better than... there's Nick Martin. No calf strapping, which is good to see. Chipping it back. Don't go to Reed, please. After trading Reed last week, I cannot handle another big score going against me. Down the full. Free kick for someone. Free kick for Essendon. Like Vine is a pod this week, says Ben. Hey, Bales, who do you think gets a sub for the Bulldogs versus the Port matchup, says Doc Holiday? That is a good question. Let's have a look. If you are watching live as well, make sure you do smash a like on the video. I've been away for a little bit, so I wonder if we can continue the 100+ likes on the streams, which we've been doing. Is that going to be another goal? No, it's missed. Is the Shees taking the kick in? No, Caleb Daniels taking the kick in. God damn it. Hardeman's someone I'm keeping an eye on as well. Just a rookie that if he's playing consistently for them, could be someone. Can Phil O'Sullivan actually just not fumble the ball and actually get a proper disposal away? Yeah, hang. That's what I was doing, looking at who's going to be the sub for the Dogs in that game, or who I reckon will be anyway. I'm no Roy when it comes to subs, but let's have a look. So, Buslinger, Davidson, McNeil, Vandermeer, Treloar. I don't think it'll be Buslinger, and obviously because I own him, I hope it's not as well, but I don't think it will. He won't put a key defender. Could it be Treloar first game back? Maybe. It literally could be Davidson, McNeil, Vandermeer, or Treloar. I think Buslinger's least. I don't think they'll do Treloar either, because if he wasn't fit enough, he wouldn't have played. So I think that it won't be him. So it'll probably be McNeil or Vandermeer is what I'd probably say there, Doc Holiday. That's, if I had to pick one, that's who I'd go for. Yeah, She's been a bit quiet, unfortunately. He's on 11, which is disappointing because it's still plenty of game time to go, but I'm going to be annoyed if I bloody traded him in and then he puts up a bad score and I could have done something better. That'll be typical my season to go pay up for someone. They put up a bad score, they lose money, and then I'm going to look like an idiot. Boxall or Max Hall to cover Oliver, says Detached Eds. Well, that decision could be made for you because I think one of them could be the sub, or Garcia. So if both aren't the sub, there's a Finn Barmali for his first goal in footy. If you had to pick one, maybe you back in Boxall if he's not the sub, but if it might be made for you. Corey Bladledge is Oliver and Garcia to Long and Josh Dacos, or go Oliver to a big mid and Boxall. So Long and Dacos. I think it's Long and Dacos for me, Corey. I'd keep Oliver in that scenario. Limits Max Hall. If I've Brayshaw, Sarong, and McRae, is it too many premiums than around anybody getting aside? No, I don't think it is, because okay, you might be slightly heavier there, but you'll be pretty lighter on the other ones compared to everyone else. So I don't think it's too many. No. Should I go 1 Stewart and Oliver to Ash and Long, or 2 Stewart and Garcia to Ash and Boxall? So Stewart and Oliver to Ash and Long, or Stewart and Garcia to Ash and Boxall? That's a tricky one. I don't like Ash. I'm not big on Ash. But Darcy, if you're big on Ash, then probably do the I'd probably still keep Oliver. I know then you get Ned Long as well, right? So it's a tricky one. I would probably just hold Oliver in this instance. Tagger from Shees, but nothing. Got the smother in the end. Shees could have had like 3 or 4 tackles. That's really frustrating. Here's Zach Reid. Zach Reid's going to put up a big score, isn't he? I can just see him getting so many switches tonight and putting up a good score. So yeah, Darcy, I'd go for the second option. I'd go Stewart and Garcia. I'd go like Josh Dacos and Boxall. I wouldn't go personally for Lockie Ash, but if you want to go for Ash, then by all means go for it. And what's the bet? I should have gone Nick Martin. Because Nick Martin's... How is that Reid on 27 already? Fucking hell. Why did I trade him last week? Why is it every move I make this year just doesn't work? I was hoping for just Zach Reid to not go well, but he's already on 27. Don't know how he's had 3 tackles, because I don't think he has, but... And Nick Martin goal. So, yeah. Literally every player I don't have is just now going well. Zorko instead says Alex. Yeah, Zorko's an option. Yep, for sure. Jack, pick 2 of Rankin, Petrarca, Neil, Dacos. Cheers. Well, it wouldn't be Neil. So Petrarca... Probably Petrarca and Rankin for me. But either that or Dacos. But I think Petrarca and Rankin are top 6 forwards. So I'd go for those 2. Cody Pember, this week's pod feels so casual with you watching footy and stressing about team. Feels like having discussion with mates while watching the game. Yeah. No, that's not what I try and go for, but it is stressful. Jordan, would you trade Oliver and Bergman for Rankin and Noble? Yep. Yeah, I would. Yep. Yeah, you can do that for sure. Yep. I'd tick him off. Cherry back on as well. Detached edits, Ash or Nasai? So Nasai for me, I said it before. Detached edits, I'd go Nasai. Vince Cubes, would you tick off these trades? Davidson to Petrarca and Trainer to Buslinger. I don't know if She's got a touch in there or not. Hang on. Davidson Petrarca, Trainer to Buslinger, and also what rookie should I get next week because I already have Boxall. Bo Allen is one. You got Bo Allen. You've got Smiley's not named yet, but he might be around soon. Bo Allen's the one that you probably target next week. But yeah, for sure, I'd tick him off. Yeah, if Trainer's on your bench, if Trainer's on your field, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go him down to Buslinger. But if it's on your bench, then you can do that. Play Lawler or Max Hall, says Detached Edits. If Max Hall's not the sub, maybe back him in just in case Lawler's the sub, because I wouldn't be shocked if he got managed at some point. But I hope not. My captains this week is top 5 is gone. Cherry, Smith, Meek, and Hewitt trying to get into the top 50 soon. I don't even know where I am, to be honest. Jordan Lane, did you trade Clary Bales? No, I held him at the moment. I could, if Boxall's the sub and I don't want to get Bo Allen, I could go Oliver like a Chad Warner, but I'm not really keen on that. I think I could have actually gone like Nick Martin and Josh Dacos for Oliver and Stewart, which might have been the play. I was just worried with the calf for Nick Martin, so I was like, I don't want to go him this week. And I was really keen on Sheasel, that's why I ended up going Sheasel. but he hasn't started amazing, which is a bit worrying. Hobbs all over Sheasel, says Jack. I was Hobbs tagging Sheasel. Yeah, that'd be just fucking typical, wouldn't it? That I bring in a player priced over $1 million, he gets tagged. Yeah, great. Good on you, Brad Scott, you dickhead. Fido Sutton looks wing and forward tonight, says Corey. Yeah, that's what he played last week as well. Don't know what that free kick's for there. Here's Stuart. So, no, he didn't trade Clary. Says limits. Yep. Is anyone's AFL still not working? Joe says joining test. No, mine's working now. Finally, of course, the one night that we're all stressing about teams that they decide that they're going to have the app shit itself. That's just typical AFL app sort of standards there. That happens all the time. There's a Pryor with a +6. It's not a tackle for Finn O'Sullivan. There's Nick Martin again. Have I made a mistake bringing Sheasley in? Well, I haven't made a mistake per se because he's going to be a top 6, but I could have literally waited. I wish they would stop dropping my rookie, says Moonboy. G'day, Buzz. Finally a watch long. Yeah, mate. Yep, we're finally back. But this will be the only one for the week, unfortunately, because I'm going out tomorrow night. First week of the month, I'd always go to the district to watch DT11 play some music and watch the footy. So I'll be at that tomorrow night. And then the Crows, I didn't realise they play 3:40 on Saturday. So I won't get back in time for a watch long. So this will be the only one for the week, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just been busy last few weeks. I'm hoping to get at least a couple in the next few weeks. Big X intercept bloody drops it. He got the kick, but still. Anthony Beresford, prior to Allen and Davo to Warner, don't have Oliver and already have Petrarca. Gonna watch Boxall for next week's downgrade merit VC. Yep, don't mind it. Yeah, I'm considering getting Bo Allen over Boxall this week as well because I think his job security might be better moving forward. But yeah, fast forward friend saying, "Goal, you already gassed." Bo Allen and Ash or Nasir and Boxall. Thanks, Bal says attached heads. If Boxall's not the sub, I'd go Nasir and Boxall. But if Boxall is the sub, you probably have to go the Allen and Ash option. Lucas Paberdi, I did Oliver to Shees when barely didn't have enough for Stewart to Long, so I'm cooked. I need a Foss miracle or I'm going to have to field Carroll. Yeah. Trampled underfoot 80. Hey, Bales, looking at Noble or Bowie for defence, so Sinclair can be moved into the middle to cover Oliver this week. What do you reckon they average from here? Both are good. I think I'd prefer Noble over Bowie just because I think Noble's is more sustainable. Bowie's will still be good, but if Melbourne change their game style, probably doesn't score as much. So I would back in Noble out of the two. But if you're worried about the Darwin games, I'm not as worried. Obviously, Liam had some good stats for us on Tuesday. I'm not as worried. But if you are, I don't mind Bowie. I think both are good options. Bowie probably scores more this week. Lucas Paberdi, what trades have you done at the moment, Bales? It's a tough week. Yeah, at the moment I've gone Stewart to Sheasel and Marias to Boxall, but I can afford Bo Allen, so I'm thinking I might do that instead. That's a free kick for Cherry, surely. Thank you. But did Cherry never get Cherry hardly? I know he got 5 free kicks last week, but he never go to Sheasel. Good. Well done, Big X. That's 50. That's 50, surely. Oh, bullshit. How that's not 50 for Sheasel? He should be lining up for goal. I don't understand how that wasn't paid 50. Common should have got it to Sheasel then. The one thing I will say with Sheasel, I'm liking the roll. Good tackle by Shees. Deliberate. Good tackle by Shees. So Shees has got 10 points pretty quickly there. So, yeah. Let's just refresh these scores. Keep going, Big X. She's up to 21 all of a sudden after not scoring too great so far. Cherry started well though. Still 3 minutes, and Caddy, that's a goal. So Essendon out to, what's that? A 24-point lead. Is it 24? Yes, 24-point lead. Read on track for 100, says Jack. Yeah, that's just typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical. I traded him last week thinking it was a good option with the wet getting off of him. And he's going to go, well, he would have been so handy this week. If I went Stewart out last week, I'd be in such a better position. Wouldn't have had to stress as much this week, but thought, oh, get the rookies out. Yep. Zach Reed traded over Pryor last week. Shit show. Wow, traded Zach Reed last week. Aim on. Great. Yeah, says Ben. Yeah, mate, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. AFL and AFL Fantasy apps down for anyone else, says Rod. No, they're working for me, I think, at the moment. I haven't checked in a tiny bit, but they were before. I know they all shit themselves tonight. Yeah, they're still down for me, says Johnny Test. This round's a shit show, says Lucas Paberdi. Hi, Bales. Great to have you back for Watchalong. Thanks, Rodler. Thank you, Oliver, to Ash. Oliver and... and Levi Ashcroft. Oliver and Ashcroft to Petrarca and Long. Yeah, I like it, mate. Yep, I'll do those. Tick, tick for me. I traded Reed last week too, as I thought the rain with matchups I'd hold. Yeah, well, I did the same thing, Corey. Go on, guys. Right now I'm doing Davidson to Curtin. Oh, Davidson and Curtin to Ned Long and a red dot. But should I change it, get rid of Oliver? Because if I hold Boxall... Because if I hold, I got Boxall starting. Ooh, it's a tricky one. Davidson to Long I like. Curtin to... I wouldn't go Curtin to a red dot. I'd go... Can you go do Curtin to Bo Allen maybe? And then play Bo Allen? That would be what I'd consider doing. Because I might be playing Bo Allen on field this week if I get him. Because I'm thinking, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking I might go Bo Allen over Boxall. Just because Bo Allen's job screw is probably better. Probably not going to score as good. Big X. Beautiful. Love it. Intercept mark. Oh, bullshit. Well, I don't think that was a free against Cherry. I think that was against another teammate. But that is bullshit. Takes a great mark and then some other bloody dickhead umpire pays it against. Play Lawler, Hall, or Davidson. Definitely not Davidson at Ballarat. One of Lawler or Hall. If Hall's not the sub, maybe go Hall just to be safe. I'm going Oliver to Dacos. There's Big X. Got the hit out. I don't know if they'll pay that a hit out, but... going Oliver to Dacos and Marais to Box or Allen. Yeah, I mean, tick, tick for me. They're pretty much what I'm doing, except Stewart's out instead of Oliver. Detached said Davidson easily. I wouldn't be going Davidson this week against Port at Ballarat. My God. These umpires hate Tristan Cherry. I'm convinced. That's the second free kick against for the quarter for Cherry. Unless they've given him the free kick against for a block, which I don't think was against him. This is just bullshit. He's had 17 hitouts for the quarter, which is great. 0 tackles, which is surprising. Should have had 2 marks. He should have had an absolute monster quarter. Which I guess is good for him for the rest of the game moving forward. It's Caleb Daniel with a kick. It's just a absolutely pointless kick. Just kick it up and hope that it goes to a teammate. Is that the Shees? Oh, the Shees getting around. Give back to Shees. Stevens, you dickhead. Stevens is shit. I don't like Dylan Stevens at all. He's not AFL standard. Had an easy handball, and I know it worked out for Dersma, but no, don't like it at all. No, Hobbs on ball now. Just picked up Shees when Hobbs was a half forward before. Okay, cool. All right. Trying to work out Hall or Lawless's detached edits. Cody Pember had Murphy read out for Merritt. Should I change that and make it Stone out for Merritt now? Stone red dot. I'd be happy to do that, Kobe. Yep. If you trade Stone, who's the red dot, out instead, yep, I'd do that. And looks like it'll be quarter time. So I'm still trying to work my way through this chat, but there's just so many to try and get through. But quarter time anyway. Let's have a look at the scores. So what do we got? Perkins on 40, Nick Martin 38. Massive start for him. Parker 35, Setterfield 32, Hobbs 31. Big X and Reed are both 27. That Cherry score should be so much higher than 27. With them all hit-outs he's got. He just hasn't got those tackles yet. Reed 27, as I said. Sheasel 23. It's not awful considering that they haven't really passed it around the back, but at least he's got the 3 tackles there. Power 23 as well. Merritt 21. Finbar Mally's on 21 as well. Dersma 18. Probably a rookie we've got to keep an eye on just because he's quite cheap. Simpkin 15. Robert 17. Gresham 14. I'm only saying Gresham because I've got him in draft. Pryor 12. Goldstein 12. Sardis is on 8. McKercher 6. Caleb Daniels on 6. I wanted to trade. I was actually hoping he got dropped this week because I would have traded. But yeah, North have just not had the ball. Finno Sullivan's on 0. Yeah, cool. I'm not going to be relying on him tonight, that's for sure. He's going to put up another shit score again. Why I started him, I've got no idea. He's just been an awful pick. 57% TOG as well is just despicable. Just shit. The game's certainly not started anywhere near what I wanted it to. Where was I up to? Yep, so 4. Yep. Cave Daniel only points was from a kick in. Yep, and then he got that kick late, which was a shit kick as well. Brisbane Bloods, Heaney or Warner? Ooh. I like Heaney moving forward because I think he's an option. I just don't know about this week. But then again, I think Chad Warner gets the tag. If I had to pick one this week, Warner's cheaper and probably a top 6. You probably go Warner, but I like Heaney scoring better this week, if that makes sense. I like Heaney scoring better, and I'm looking at Heaney as an option moving forward, but Chad Warner's probably closer to a top 6. It's a hard one. I think Heaney's got a high floor, so if you wanted to get rid of a floor score, then maybe go Heaney instead. Rodler, Caleb might be leaving my squad next week. Well, yeah, Filippo goes well. That's a cash grab that I'll be looking at. If there's no rookies that present, I might go Caleb Daniel down to Filippo, make myself 200k and do something else on the other end. Fast Work Frenzy, I'm currently doing Davidson to Dacos with no cash left. Currently doing Davidson to Dacos with no cash left. Yep, if Boxall's named sub, which rookie should I go to and go Dacos to which player? Or keep Dacos and do Oliver out for Davidson. And so currently doing Davidson to Dacos with no cash left. Boxall's named sub, which rookie should I go and go Dacos to which player? Keep Dacos and do Oliver out for Davidson. No, if Boxall's named sub, I think that probably means you can't get Dacos. I'd still keep Oliver. Go for someone like, I like Noah Anderson moving forward. No, this week might not be great, but maybe someone like him, if you don't have a Petrarca, someone like that, and go get like a Bo Allen because he's named on field. Any chance North defend Martin at all? So annoying, says Jack. Yeah, agreed. Sharon track for 80 hitouts. She's on ball now, says Rodler. Don't think he went on ball at that quarter. I think he was just playing up high around the stoppage. Jordan, couple options. One, Josh Dacos and Rankin. So Oliver and Bergman to Dacos and Rankin. Or 2, Oliver and Bergman to Noble and Rankin. That's the same. Hang on. Oh, Noble just over Dacos. Or 3, Siren by Allen for Marias and Bergman. I like that last one better. Because, okay, you cop the bad score this week, but then you get an extra premium next week. Because you're missing Oliver this week anyway. And I know you get... Oh, but then again, you get the 2, I guess, quote-unquote, keepers. I think it's still the third option, and you keep Oliver. You cop a lower score this week, and then you get Oliver next week. That's probably what I'll do. Kane Corns is mostly right. North Melbourne was one-way runs. Kako's no answers. Limits, I haven't done it, but my mate brought in McGrath as a pod, thinks he's going to go good. What is McGrath even doing well? I wasn't keen on McGrath personally. Daniel needs to be traded soon. Can't defend, says Corey. Yeah, but at least everyone has Daniel. DJ Dan Kurtnane on the wing. I'm hoping this is permanent. Not sure it will be, but we'll have to see. DJ Card Daniel problem doesn't look top 6. I don't think he's top 6, no, but I think he's a hold for now. What were your trades, Bale, says Tony Ford. So I went Stewart to Sheasel, and at the moment I've gone Marias to Boxall, but I'm probably going to go by Allen instead. I just think Boxall could be... If Boxall's not the sub, I'll probably go him, but I feel like Bo Allen is less likely to be sub moving forward. I think he might be in that team for a while, so I feel like he's the rookie to get instead. I have thought as a supporter he's overrated. Dylan Stevens says, Corey, yeah, I agree. Oliver's a good matchup, though. I think people are going at least a week ago. Sure, you have other problems as Tyler. Oliver isn't playing this week, Tyler. So currently I've got Garcia out to Carroll to free up funds for Oliver to Sheasel. But would it be better to do Marias to Boxall? No, Garcia can go. Garcia can go over Marias. And he might even be sub tomorrow. Got Kai Daniel on my bench as emergency. Could be a godly move, says Tim Hall. The only thing is, who would you have playing over him if you were going to have him? That's the only thing. Bring in Petrarca or Dunkley for Oliver. Petrarca for me, Tony. Save the money. Save the money, get Petrarca. Day cost is slightly different, but I'd probably still go Petrarca. Jack, tearing my eye for Old Man Goldie, bringing me back memories of 2015 when he averaged 115. Lachlan R. Sheezer and Caleb forgot how to grab the Sharon. No, they just haven't had really much ball around defence. That's probably why they haven't scored as well, but hopefully they do a little bit better in this quarter. Yeah, forgot about that. Foss over Max Hall was stupid for my eyes, says Corey. Yeah, unfortunately, that was the case. Agreed. Foss scored like a 9 in preseason, looked really good off halfback for the Roos. Jack, how is Foss not in the VFL? Another Simon Clarko's lost it. Oh, they're trying to get games into him. That Bulldog guy won. I put O'Sullivan on the ground, minus 1 million aura for me. I'm off. Good luck, people, says Ty Jones. Good luck, mate. Hope you go well. Daniel has to go. I had Daniel out, but was forced to go Oliver instead, says Moonboy. Mark Lancast's Travis first and go Bombers. Corey Blade, Zerha might be injured with foot. Murphy, I had to keep Oliver this week. And Tim Hall, I can Luke Cleary on for Caleb Daniels. So I've caught up. We're all caught up with all the chat, which is great. So finally, I'm glad I've been able to catch up on this chat. So we can now sort of go through the chat while we're watching the game, but also focus as well on the game. Stevens, bring it forward. Here's Caleb Daniel for a +6. Where's Shees? No, he's not going to go to Shees. Mark for Redmond. I just don't want Essendon kicking back as much. Like they literally got Zach Reid for easy. Oh, Zach Reid will get the ball here. Yep. Oh my God. Why did I trade? Shees couldn't take the mark. Got the handball away just, but my God, I shouldn't have traded Sheasel. So not Sheasel. I shouldn't have traded Zach Reid. Caleb Daniel, that shit, he's lost a shoe, says Nate Morgan. Yeah, the shoe fell off. Shouldn't have traded Zach Reid. It was all because of Wicks being out. If Wicks was if I'd known Wicks was out before the Essendon game, I would have traded Wicks and kept Reid, which would have been fantastic. But of course, I find half an hour later. Why is Dylan Stevens the one that's racking up all this ball in defence? Like, he's getting these kicks from being out in the full. Like, why is the guys like Sheezel and Caleb Daniel not doing it? Hey, Bales, Reid looks better every game. He has good composure and may stay in our teams for a while. Oh, yeah, I know. And he's going to make cash, and my team value is already shit as it is, and I'm missing out on this potential cash gen, and it's just not happening. Why North seem to be ignoring Sheasel? I thought this would have been a game that every potential opportunity they had to give it to Sheasel, they'd do it. Like, again, they had a switch on. Instead, they go to a one-on-one. really surprised at the lack of wanting to get it into Sheasel's hands. I thought it was almost a guarantee that Sheasel would just get it at every opportunity. And that's what he said. He said on radio that that's what the coaches did say, that they want to get the ball in Sheasel's hands at every opportunity. That's in the back against Hobbs, surely. Oh, it's a ball up. It's actually better because Sheasel got the tackle. So, free tackle for Sheasel there. Oh, because it's touched by McDonald's. That's surprising that they didn't pay in the back, and then they... Yeah, interesting call by the umpire, but I'm fine. Sheasel got the tackle. Is that a goal for Hobbs? Touched, called apparently. Why are we reviewing this? If the umpire's called touched, what are you going to be able to see that's going to be conclusive? Back at what? And this is the thing. If the umpire makes a call, back it in. Like, are we really going to be able to tell from that? It's touched. Yeah, it's Sheasel's hands go. You can see. So I'm hoping Sheasel gets a kick in, but you can see Sheasel's hands divert. So, yep. Touched. I used Finbar Marley as R3 loop after TDK VC in round 1. Worked out all right. Says Ian G. I've been running 3 defender rooks for like 3 weeks in a row and has been the worst decision apart from trainer scoring 2. Zach Reed being a part of that 3 says limits. So no, Sheasel's not taking the kick in. I honestly thought Sheasel might have got some of these kick-ins. Caleb Daniels taking all the kick-ins. Like, go to Sheasel. Sheasel's right there. Thank you. Beautiful. Sheasel +6 on the Shambles. No. So Sheasel going to Big X. Come on, Big X. Oh. Stuck with having to start Boxall this week, says Murphy. Yeah, hopefully he's not the sub. Otherwise, you have to adjust trades, I would imagine. At least Shees is getting a little bit more of the ball. And he's getting a few of these +6s still. Yep, Big X, free kick. Gave the handball off to Shees. Love it. See, just... The one thing I'm glad I brought Sheasel in, okay, maybe Bowie and Dylan Moore will score more, because that was the other option I was looking at. Maybe they might score more. But having Sheasel it's just a better feeling than and just being able to relax a bit in these North games, even though he hasn't got as much of the ball early. Oh, geez. She's like the 38 now. So I was actually tempted to go Sheasel VC over Cherry because of the 5-day break, but opted for Cherry because I had him most of the week and I didn't want to change. Start with them. Tim Ashworth, thank you for super chat, mate. Can you help with my team, please? I could send you a message on Patreon. Yeah, good, mate. I haven't respond to a few Patreon messages that have come through today and yesterday, but I'll go through that after the watch long tonight and answer it. So, mate, I'll be able to answer your questions for you there. Sheasel going 120 now, says Jack. I hope so, mate. And missed. Sheasel kicking. I don't mind if Daniel takes kick-ins as long as he goes to Sheasel short. So, Daniel, another kick-in. So, yeah, so Sheasel is not the guy they're looking at doing the kick-ins still for some reason. That's a good kick from Caleb Daniel. If he did more of that, it'd be different. Is that Finn O'Sullivan? No, it's Callan Dawson, I think. Sheasel is in the midfield, in the middle. There's Larky, good handball. Simpkin. Simpkin, why? He's kicked the goal, but Simpkin had Tristan Sherry on Kyle Langford. I'm very surprised he actually went for goal there. But anyway, goal for North. Back to 18 points. I'm stuck with what to do, says Tim. Yeah, all good, mate. I'll message you after the watch long and we can help you out there. Bradley Smith, one day North will have a decent lead and we'll see a bit of +6 in the back line for Sheasel, says Bradley Smith. If Sheasel got the +6 action in defence, that would be massive, but... Let's have a bit of a refresh of scores. I think I refreshed it not too long ago, but... Yeah, so Cherry has not had a mark or a tackle yet. Obviously, he should have had 2 marks, but... hope Daniel gets dropped. He's so bad, offers the team nothing, says Andrew Griffiths. Well, he did have a good kick just then, but yes, I partly agree. Foss needs to find a new career, says Marco. he's in his first year. He can't be too harsh on him. He just doesn't get the ball as much as I guess what we'd want. That'll be a tackle for Cherry. Big X. There's the first tackle. I'm hoping that he can get done. If he can get... That's free kick for Cherry. Yes! Go Big X. Love to see it, Big X. Beautiful. He's one of my favourite players, Big X, Tristan Cherry. One of my favourites. I just love saying Big X for one, watching the game, but he just does so many good things. I'd love to have him as a ruck. I wish he was the ruck for the Crows. I love Rob, but Big X would be a great ruck if we had him. Nick Martin again. Oh, that's on the ball. Good tackle by Hardiman. Hardiman, just keep on your watch list. He's just over 300k. If he puts up a good score, could be someone that we look at as a downgrade. Cannot believe Phil O'Sullivan's on 0. Like, if he scores like a 20 again, he's going to go down a fair bit, which is not what he's in our teams for. Oh, that's disappointing. They should have probably gone. What? I think there was a fair bit of mayo on that from Nate Caddy. He just flung his head back. Did he actually get taken high? Oh yeah, he got taken high, but was accidental, to be fair. It was still a free, but he put a lot of bloody mayo on it. But Holmes is almost a hold at this point, says Limits. I'll be holding Holmes. Holmes has Tigers twice at the end of the year, says Corey. Yeah, Holmes. I'm looking at Holmes in a couple of weeks. Like, he'll be a guy that I look at upgrading one of those defenders to. So, yeah, for me, I'm looking at Holmes a tart. So if you've got Holmes, don't trade him out. I know he's been poor last couple of weeks, but I would not be trading at all. So Dawson's got McKercher short. Still got McKercher short. You've still got McKercher short. Oh no, Kako was right there. And he had Sheasel short, and he decides to go long. And then bloody the North Melbourne played their Big X handball. Big X, another handball. X is starting to build. Love to see it. Should be holding the ball. Parker just gives it to Sheasel. Good handball. Finn O'Sullivan +6. Holy crap, he's there. He's alive. Finn O'Sullivan just touched the ball. Holy crap, he's there. I just don't know why he doesn't call for the ball more. Like, this will be Shees or Finn O'Sullivan. And see, I find it funny. So the umpire won't. So that probably was Finn O'Sullivan's kick, but they won't call it back because for some reason when you don't doesn't matter. Wait. Oh no, they have given it to Finn O'Sullivan because I was going to say the they aren't very consistent with that. Sometimes they'll give it to another player. Sometimes they'll give it to the actual player. Like, it's weird. But Finn O'Sullivan kick, it would have been probably better if Sheasel got it. Free kick for Big X. No, he'll never get a free kick in the goal square. Never. Dersma. Is that a goal? No, he missed it. North should take an defender, not another mid in the draft. Bales' Holmes running out of chance in our back line. Yeah, as I said, Brad, I'd be holding Max Holmes. Thoughts on Sid getting dropped, says Nate Morgan. Thought we would play the youth considering the Matt Crouch injury. Yeah, I'm a little bit... Don't go to Zach Reed. Like, literally was going okay and now just ruin it again to go to Zach Reed. Zach Reed just gets so much of this chip mark at the back. Like, he's a great player, but it's just... You love it if you don't... If you own him, you hate it when you don't own him, and I hate it at the moment. Yeah, Sid getting dropped. I'm a little bit surprised when Crouch got injured that they dropped him, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they want to give Barry a chance and see if Sid can get some big numbers in the Sandford before I come back. So I'm not sure. Are you holding Olive? Says Tim. Yeah, at the moment I'm holding him at the moment. Marco back from the dead. Foss says, "What's the game time for you, Bales?" Says DJ. I'll get it in a sec. Brody Smith is not a good in. Says Corey. I'm keen to see what Brady Smith does. Another guy back there that's got some experience. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. There's a Shees handball to Powell. I thought there might have been a free against Zerha, but interesting. Lucky. Nothing. There's Constanti. There's Nick Martin just doing what he does best, getting back. Good defending by Jack Darling there. Free against. He went for the ball. It's a bit bloody harsh, that one. Common on -12, says Tim Hall. Yeah, right. What's the game time for you, says DJ. So, yeah, DJ, I'll get up for you now. So, it's 10:56, 10:55, 10:54, 10:53, 10:52, 10:51, 10:50. So, there you go. Hopefully, that's got you up to date. Give it to Finn O'Sullivan. Give it to Foss. That was a bad handball by LDU. LDU had Foss in a lot more space and decides not to. At least Foss is actually starting to get a couple of touches. It's nice that he can actually find the ball when he wants to. That's another Sheasel. Sheasel racking up the tackles tonight. If he can add this to his game and get these tackles, then fantastic. Didn't expect him to be getting this many tackles. There's the big X with the hit out. Got the handball out as well, the big X. Big X, another hit out. There's Hardiman. Foss gets the handball. That's high against Redmond. Surely, yep. Or Archer grabbing his hamstring. That's not good. Or, yeah, that could be a hamstring. Or is it a hamstring or is it cramp? It looks like a hamstring, but he's sort of... Yeah, he's going off. So it looks like Shees will take the free kick. But yeah, that looks like a... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Jackson Archer. That looks like a hamstring for me. He just can't get a good run at it. He's just getting these injuries. I was really hopeful that it'd be cramp, but I can't see it being cramp. Hardiman's definitely someone I'm keeping an eye on. Hamstring cork. I hope it's a hamstring cork. I hope it's not an actual hamstring. Why is Dylan Stevens getting all this cheap ball back there? Stop giving it to him. Like it's probably holding the ball. Yep. Are there any sub 1 million guys that might be top of their line, says Jack. Not sure about sub 1 million. I can have a look in a sec, actually. Come on, Foss. You got to lay those tackles, man. It's on the ball against Langford. So yeah, Bailey Scott will come on for Archie, you'd think. I don't know exactly what it says. Caleb Daniel again. So they just want to... Then this is what all the North fans are talking about. And I've got him in my team, so I don't mind him getting points, right? But Caleb Daniel does that way too often. He gets the ball and just kicks it, like, not that far, but then just high up in the air. Like, it gives the opposition time to set up and get back. So just... Yeah. And that's out of bounds. So Hardman's not on the top page just yet, but he's been pretty good from what I've seen. So is it a corky? Yeah, so it's a corky from... but he grabbed the hamstring just before he got hit. So I don't know if it is the corky, but he seemed in a lot of pain. So I reckon that's a hamstring for me. But I guess I'm not a doctor, right? And I guess we'll find out what's happened. But Hardiman again. Hardiman is going all right. He's someone to look at. Caleb Daniel +6. So if Caleb Daniel can start rack out, that'd be nice. Foss is available for a switch if they decide to switch it. And it's Dylan Stevens again. Why is he getting all this ball? I don't understand. It's like they want the ball in his hands for some reason. McDonald. And he'll go back to Stevens. Yep. Go to Foss. Oh, geez, Common, that was almost a throw. Is Foss there for a short kick? That's a Shees. Shees is over 50 now. I was thinking about going in VC over Big X. They're pretty close to in points-wise, but yeah, Shees is starting to go pretty well. Well, that's a free kick against Hardiman, I reckon. Might be paid advantage. There's Shees again. Handball. There's Foss. Oh, no, downfield against Sheasel, I think. So Foss will get the free kick. Piss off, Redmond. God, I'm glad the Crows didn't get him in the end. I'm glad the Crows didn't get him. Oh, no, it is a Foss free kick. Which I don't mind, because Harry Shearer's doing well as it is. I want Foss to actually get some points. Because I wouldn't mind if Foss popped to 60, but I don't see him doing that. There's Hardiman again. Hardiman is someone that we need to definitely keep an eye on. So, yeah, looks like he's been subbed out there. Hardiman up to 34 now. I'm keen on Hardiman if he can put up a good score. Was that a free against Shees? Corey Butledge says track is sub 1 mil and could be a top of the line. Yes, Corey, that's a good one there. I'll look at halftime for Jack for your question. Then I'll have a look. Bales, me and you every week. Read to aim on last week. Come on, she says Ben just shits me every week. You get these guys and you trade it. Yep, agreed. There's a reason Bevo wasn't playing. Daniel was happy to let him go. Yeah, and everyone gave Bevo shit, and I was obviously one of them. I said, why aren't you playing Daniel and McRae and all this stuff? But there's Shees again. Holy crap. It's just Big X has been stuck on the bench. I want Big X back on. I want X to stay close to bloody... I'm all happy with Shees scoring points, but I want X to go close because I really should have... I was thinking about Shees or VC, but I ended up going Cherry for the ruck matchup. Just need a goal. It's just been the last few minutes. There's just been this constant on the other wing. Good. If it comes out to this wing, or just mark it so we can get some interchanges happening. There's Merritt. Come on, mark it. Good. Get Big X on. Darling and Common minus 15 combined. Yeah, right. That was a free against Colby for running too far, I think, says Brisbane Bloods. So, yeah, Big X on 48. He's had more touch than Sheezer, to be fair. Reed 43 as well. Where's Caleb? Is Caleb Daniel sort of getting high? So he's on 27, Caleb Daniel. Finno Sum's on 14, so he's got 14 for the quarter. Well, Shees must get a +6 here. Yeah, oh my God. Holy shit. Well, Big X is back on. Free kick for Cherry? No? Thought that was a Shaw free kick. Oh, Foss can't take it cleanly. That's holding the ball. It's got to be holding the ball. It's a good tackle by Foss then. Give it to Big X. Big X is free. Oh. Ridley injured again, says Corey. Foss tackles well, says Brad. Yeah, it's good. Merritt lifting as well. Oh, Cherry just complete. I don't know if he... Oh, yeah, there you go. Yep, Ridley injured again. He's going straight down the rooms as well. That doesn't look good. And he came off, I don't know if it was a hamstring as well. Don't know if that was a free. Was that a free against Foss, or was that just play on? I don't know. Good tackle from Shees. That'll be a high against Callum Dawson. God damn it. Yeah, 17-point difference now between Cherry and Shees. She's racking up. Damn it. I wish I bloody went in VC. I thought about it a while, and I decided for Big X, but I thought the 5-day break maybe. I'm still happy I traded him in, right? 8 high free kicks tonight, says Corey. Bales, how's the HJ's work going? Yeah, it's going okay. Pays the bills. That's about it. And Bales, after the first 10 minutes, you were saying you shouldn't have gone Shees. This is why we get Shees. He's a Jet, says Jordan Lane. Oh, yeah, exactly right. Well, Sunix, he's pretty quiet to start the game, but he's just gone absolutely bonkers. The reason I went him as well this week and didn't go for Bowie and Moore, which arguably was probably better for team structure, was because if Shees goes and does 115 like I think he can from here for the rest of the year if he's in this role, then I'm not going to be able to get him in. So I had to bite the bullet. Yeah, so Ridley's going to be subbed out. So it was from that Foss tackle. So he injured his hamstring as well. So both subs have been used before half-time. It's another hit out for Big X. And that'll be a ball up. Merritt on the list says Kobe. Daniel out for me next. Maxed out. One question about Sam Taylor an option, says Marco. Definitely not. Why the umpires say they have to be a metre away, I don't understand that rule. Is that another high free kick? Why are these umpires so hell-bent on paying high free kicks tonight? I know some of them definitely been there, but a bit of a joke that they're just paying all these high free kicks. Is Shees on the bench at the moment? I think Shees might be on the bench. Yeah, I reckon he is. Free kicks to North for Hardiman. Caleb Daniel. Apparently it's not 15. Oh, that is a crap kick. And that'll be a mark to Perkins again. Did I miss anything? I'm just saying North so hard to watch at times, says Casey Werder. If Short goes sub 90, could you trade to Shees? Yeah, you could, Jack. Yep, for sure. Right, where are we up to? Dan fell asleep after work and didn't get the VC on Shees or Cherry. Want to uppercut myself, says Jai Tanner. Jack, crazy how that tackle doesn't count. And that's a goal for Perkins again. I've got Perkins in draft, so good. Oh, no, did make distance. Oh, no, did make distance, apparently. Did that Sheasel tail count? No, I don't think it did. Don't know why I took Sheasel out of Captain's Challenge, says Corey. Is Reed top 6, says Jack? Definitely not. I know you're joking, but no. Corns will find something to critique on Sheasel's game tonight. Why isn't Shees tackle on? I don't think it was a tackle because Hobbs still got the ball and there was a high free kick, so I don't think that's why it didn't get paid. I've owned Shees every game of his career, held him through his debut season and only traded him out when he was injured at the end of last year. Could not imagine not owning him, says Tony. I couldn't afford Sheasel this week, so annoying. Hardiman watch Bale, says Ben. Yes, agreed. Zach Reed to aim on. Lol, says Ben. Yep. I'm going early on the poo. Pretty risky, says Marco. I wouldn't do it personally. I think it is too early. You got to watch a week. He's a big candidate to be subbed out, so I wouldn't do it. I'd wait a week. You can go him next week. He's still going to be very cheap. Not going to get away from you, and pretty much most cases you'll be able to get him next week. So I'd be holding off on getting the Philippou in. Parker's very consistent. Is Bradley Smith? Yes, he is. Yep. Hold or trade Oliver, says Tim. I would be holding Oliver unless it works better for your team to trade. I'm in a situation where I'll hold. So Shees is back on. Could have almost been holding the ball, actually. That one there from LDU. Punched away. Foss. That'll be another tackle for Foss. I'm liking this quarter from Foss. Where was this in the first quarter? Like, his tackling pressure's actually been really good this quarter. The Big X's tackle slipped then. Disappointing. It's not my dog. Can you hear dogs barking? I don't know if that's my dogs or not. Kobe Pembroke, Stewart top 6. Oh, Kobe, that's too early, mate. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. That's almost ban-worthy, Kobe, unfortunately. That's too early, mate. Come on. You know for a fact I own Stewart, and I've just traded him. Bales, what's the line on Pride tonight? Have Bustlinger as backup. Well, if you got Bustlinger as backup, it's a 50. But hopefully he goes to 60 and you just take it anyway. But yeah, if you got Bustlinger as cover, I wouldn't be too confident him going much over 50. Kobe, bring him in next week to get the run of 120s. Oh, mate. I don't know if I could trade. I honestly don't know if I could trade back in. Shees will kick in. I honestly don't know if I could trade back into him. Like, he'd be so cheap, but after all of the pain that I've endured owning him. Come on, Big X. Oh, wait, no. Wait, how was that a free kick to... Don't get how that was not a free kick for Cherry. It should have been his free kick. Looks like that'll be half-time. Yep, half-time there. Just for Nick Munt, got the +6. So, 25-point lead for Essendon. Buzz said it before. Did you hold, says Tim? Yes, I've held Oliver. LDU never gives the ball to Shees. Yeah, I've noticed that, Tony. He doesn't actually, yeah. Redlining, Daniel's gone. Shees was taking kick out. So he's taking one kick in. Card Daniel's still taking the rest of them. If Pryor fails tonight and Bowen is named, is it worth bringing him onto field, says Ben? To play over Jackson Pryor, yeah, it depends who your other options are. Merritt bumps Sheeswell after the kick in, downfield free. Sheeswell downfield free. Oh, down. Okay, yeah, cool. Right. Well, then it should have gone to Cherry because he was the closest one to get the ball. So, anyway, let's have a look at the scores. So, Big Sheesel, Harry Sheesel, 69. Very happy owning him with a really good score at half-time. Perkins, 63. Parker, 56. Martin, 56. Hobbsy's on 54. Gresham, 55. I've got Gresham again, vice-captain in that same league. He's the only player I've got playing tonight or tomorrow. So, who knows if he pops a good score. Cherry, 50. Could have been so much bigger. Only had, the 4 hit-outs that quarter as well. So, yeah, not disappointing. He's on 50, right? But when I could have had Sheesel VC, I should have probably backed in the Sheesel VC, you know. I don't know why. I thought Cherry with the matchup. Anyway, Zach Reed, 49. Yeah, of course. Yep. Hardiman, 41. Definitely someone to keep an eye on for sure. Powell's on 40 as well. Roberts, 39. Merritt's on 38. So quiet from him. He's had a lot of touches, just not a great score. Obviously, Ridley's been subbed out on 30. Caleb Daniel, 29. Even with a better core there. Prize on 28. Fino Summons on... How's Fino Summon on 9? I thought Fino Summon would have been mid-20s because I thought that was a pretty good quarter. I think he had more than 2 tackles, but thought he had 3, to be honest. But at least it's a better quarter from him. I'm going to need a minimum 50 or 60 to even consider putting him on, taking his score, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Jack Darling on -6 as well at half-time. So cool. That is the half-time scores. Obviously, Shees is very good. I'm up against Mitch in the Content Creators Cup, and I dare say that I think he brought in Sheesel this week, and I would imagine that with that he put the VC on Sheesel. Let's have a look. Did Mitch bring in Shees? Yeah, Mitch brought in Sheesel and he put the VC on him. So yeah, so that's a bit annoying. And he had Bailey Smith captain, and I got Bailey Smith captain, but I got DeConing VC. Yeah, as long as Cherry puts up a solid score, I'll take it. But yeah, maybe I was thinking about going Sheesel to match for the matchup as well, but also on debut should have gone Sheesel VC, but went for Cherry instead, just with the form he's shown last couple of weeks. But still happy to own, though. Still very happy owner there. Oh, and of course, bloody Mitch has got Zach Reed emergency. So, yeah, my matchup might even be cooked after one night, to be fair. He doesn't have Cherry, but he's got... Oh, God damn it. So, what is that? So, Sheesel v... Holmes. So, he's got Sheesel. So, it's Holmes v... a midfielder then, because I've got Sheesel in mids. So, Trainer versus Reed. Dawson versus Dacos. Is it Marek v Holmes? Might be Marek v Holmes. Oh, yeah, I'm cooked in this matchup. I've got Lindsay, Long, Marek, and Trainer as uniques. The only guys he's got remotely as those is Cleary and Zach Reed. And he's got Oliver as well, right? But he's probably holding him, I would imagine. Who's he got in the mids? Who's he got as cover? Okay, he doesn't actually have cover at the moment. Unless he puts is Garcia in his utility? So Garcia's his only cover, I would imagine, unless he's gone Oliver out and Davidson out. Maybe he's gone to Ned Long. Maybe he went Oliver to Long and Davidson to Sheezel and what's his name to Long maybe. What trades did you go, Bale, says Jordan? So I went Marais down to Boxall, but I'm probably going to go for Bo Allen. And I've gone I'm probably going to go Bo Allen instead. So I've gone Marais to Bo Allen, and I went Stewart to Sheezel. Pride needs some ice for all the times he gets burned, says Alex. Ben, yeah, Buzz, if Pride doesn't go well, I trade in Allen or Field instead of bringing in Boxall. Just have to do it with Amon out. Is Oliver a trade, says Harry? Yeah, he is. Yep, he can be. If it works better for your team. Am I reading correctly? Reed same score as Cherry. Sorry. Yes, unfortunately, that is the case. Cherry's probably been a little bit unlucky that he's not on more, but it's just the one mark that's costing him at the moment. He's got a lot of touches, which is great. If he can just rack up, 3 or 4 tails, which you know he can very quickly, he can get that score right up. But yeah. Thoughts on Oliver to Heaney and Stone to Hutchinson? Leaves me with a Hutch, Cleary, Loop, F6, but one of Pryor or Trainer D6 would have Bice, Wicks, Trainer, Pryor, Lindsay, and Cleary or Hutch as rooks. Don't know if I'd go Hutchinson. I probably wouldn't go there personally. He's too expensive to take that risk now. Do you think Will's going to play? Who's Will? Harry? I'm not sure. What's for dinner tonight, Bale, says Moonboy. Not sure, mate. Not sure exactly. Why Bo Allen over Boxall, Bales? Because Boxall looks like he's probably going to be the sub tomorrow night, right? He's on the bench unless they put Garcia sub. But I'm just keeping an eye on it. If Boxall's not the sub, I might go there, but I'm not sure. I like that Bo Allen's named on field and has the midfielder defender DPP handy. And that might be what I do, Moonboy, as well. Maybe go the more expensive rookie this week and go Boxall next week to just see if he's named again. Because St Kilda are changing so many things, whereas I feel like Bo Allen's now going to be in the team moving forward. VC Merritt over Sheezel and Cherry, says Clooney. That's unfortunate. Sorry, mate. Hopefully you can get better in the second half. I changed VC from Sheezel to Cherry. Oh, well, says Caleb Fife. Well, at least we got Cherry. At least we got Sheezel, right? That's a good thing. If you are watching live as well, we got a fair few watching, so make sure you guys do smash a like on the video. We got 26 at the moment. Obviously, our goal every stream's 100. So if every person was to like it now, we should be up pretty much on 80. So yeah, make sure you guys smash a like on the video and let's keep the 100 likes on a stream streak moving forward. That'd be what we need. So where's Pryor Lowell, says Ben. Yeah, he's down the list, unfortunately. So yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to be back in a sec. Just going to get a drink. And might have to feed the dogs unless mum or someone's home to feed them. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. But as I said, we're on 29 likes. So let's try and we got 79. So we should at least get 50, right? So 21 of you out there, just click a like on the video. And let's get to 50 by the time I get back. I'll be a couple minutes. So I'll be back in a sec, guys. Give me, a couple minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. I told you it would only be a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm disappointed. 37 likes. We fell short of the goal. I was hoping that we get 50. So make sure you guys smash a like on the video if you haven't already. It takes 2 seconds, but it helps us out a whole bunch. So make sure you do smash a like on the video. So we get to 100. Obviously, if we get 50 before the second half starts, we'll be on track. So make sure you guys smash a like on the video. John Sanders, which trade would you do? I think that's this one before, John. So Oliver and Garcia to Petrarca, Dunkley, Brayshaw, and Boxall, or 2 Garcia and Davidson to Petrarca and Boxall, Allen. I would go the second one because you're still getting the upgrade regardless. So I'd go Garcia and Davidson to Petrarca and one of Boxall, Allen. One of the two. I like the Bowen's name non-film has the midfield DP handy. Yeah, I think I said it before. Yeah, I read that one before. Smash up the likes of Balsa's Moon Boy. Yes, agreed, mate. We're on 40 now, so 10 away from 50. She's a -4. WTF, says Ben. Did she's going to -4? Not on my screen unless they've... unless I'll refresh, but that's saying 69 at the moment. So if it's still 69, he was on 69 at half time. So unless he's down to 65... now it's saying no stats available. Let's have a look. Well, it's taking its time to load. No, still 69. No, so no -4 for Sheasel. Still on 69. So still fine. Still very good, actually, I should say. Should I trade in Brayshaw or Butters for Oliver? Says Harmanjit Singh. I like Brayshaw more, but there's potential tag, potentially. I don't know if I'd go either. Just for this week, because they're both expensive. Cody Pemba, do these watch-alongs happen often? Yes, I do. Yep, I try and do 3 a week. I try and do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but last couple of weeks is just obviously gather around and birthday weekend. I was sick for a week. So there wasn't any there, and we got only 1 this week because tomorrow I'm out, and then Saturday I'm at the Crows game, so I won't get back in time to start a watch-along. But normally there's a Thursday, Friday. I try and do as many of those 3 days as I can each week. Too much for a trade Stone to Buslinger or Bo Allen? Ooh, that's interesting. People might be... I'm almost going to say I'd almost go for Bo Allen because I think his job security long-term is going to be better. But I think Buslinger makes more cash this week, so I'd probably go Bus, I think. Marco Bales, you're a lad. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it, Marco. Very much appreciated. Harley Reid, would you get rid of Saligo and Oliver or Marias and Oliver? Saligo dropping hard cash. He is, but the good, I guess, crouch out for a bit. You might hold him. I'd probably go... well, I'd almost... Don't know if I think... what's Saligo's price and what's his break-even? That's the question. Because whether he can make the cash back up or if he's just going to continue to drop. So Saligo, 855, 119 break-even. Hasn't turned up in his last 4. I think he's got to go. He's got Carlton and Port. I don't love the match. I know Crouch is out. But then you trade Oliver. I'd be almost happy to trade Saligo and the rookie and keep Oliver. But if you're like, I need to get rid of a player because I want a player on field, I would trade Oliver and keep Saligo. I don't know if I'd get rid of both. Your boy Zenas says, I can trade in anyone for Oliver. Should I trade him out and who should I get in? Well, it depends who you got as cover. Depends what the rest of your team's like. Can you still get the upgrade with your other 2 trades? If you can't and Oliver's your ticket to get someone, then maybe you trade him. Like maybe you should ticket to go get Nick Dacos if you don't have him. Limit, Sam Davidson or Bo Allen on field. I'd actually back Bo Allen on field, which is probably going to be a bit of a hot take. But I don't like Davidson against Port at Ballarat, whereas Bo Allen does have Melbourne. And I don't know. I just have a feeling that Bo Allen might actually score okay. But yeah, if you want to limit, the safe option, Sam Davidson, right? To be safe, it's him. But the better matchup is with Bo Allen, but we haven't seen him, right? So maybe you go just safe and go Davidson, actually thinking more about it. Also, could upgrade to any player, have day cost, could get Brayshaw, Petrarca, Butters, etc. Who would you go? I like Petrarca for the value, personally. Tony Ford, Oliver surely misses multiple weeks. I don't think he will. I think Alan Richardson, the footy boss, said that he's having the week off and he'll be. They expect him to be back in the program next week, so he should be fine. I was thinking him as well, says Limits. RBL Mobro, Oliver to Ash a play. If Whitty gets the tag, Ash could feast. He could, but I do just expect Gold Coast to change. GOS to change the way they play. So I'm not and I'm not sitting here saying Ash is going to be like a 75 averaging player from here, right? I just don't think he's going to average as much as what he has been. And he's priced in the 90s. You want to be picking him to be doing what he's doing, which I just don't see sustainable. So I don't know if I like the Ash play. If you're really keen on it, though, and I can't talk you out of it, then fine. I'd go for it. I'm just saying, personally, for me, I'm not going there. Apparently, Sheasel got a +372. It's hard because I'm so happy with Sheasel going well, but I'm also like, I should have just put the VC on him. Should have just done the VC. I was thinking about it, and I thought not to do it, unfortunately. The reason I thought about it was because I thought the 5-day break for Big X, I was a bit like, is he going to be able to put up a good score? But I thought if he tackles, I think that he will put up a good score, and he hasn't tackled tonight. So, but the fact that Shields on 72s is great to start. There. So, is there a does it say how many people have got the VC on people tonight? Let's have a look. So Cherry's 12% captain, 13% VC. So a lot more people have gone Cherry over Sheasel. Sheasel's 11%, but he's normally a fair bit anyway. So Jack. So originally I was going to go Davidson to Neil. Now I'm going Oliver to Dacos. Thoughts? I like Nick Dacos more than Neil. I probably would do that, to be honest. Go get Nick. I don't love Neil as an option, so I'd go get Dacos if you want to do that. Davidson can go next week. I don't love keeping Davidson, but with Oliver out, you've probably got to keep him anyway. So, Stone do Buslinger or Allen and get Boxall next week, says Tim. I think I answered this before for you, Tim. I'd almost land on Bo Allen. I just don't know if Buslinger is going to do a huge amount for us cash gen wise, but he's got low break even. Maybe you go him. It's a tough one because Bo Allen we haven't seen, right? He just score 30 and get dropped, right? So maybe go Buslinger because we've seen him for a week, but I do think Bo Allen could go okay. Defender mid flexibility could actually really be handy. So yeah, as long as Big X as well can get within 10 points of Shees, I'll be happy. And I'm obviously very happy already. It's just nitpicking. And I spoke to Guesty about this before the game as well, and he said I'd be going Sheasel. And I left it on Cherry, but I thought about changing it. But I thought the amount of times I change it last minute and it doesn't work out, yeah. Rodler says not another one, is there? Is it 72? Yeah, 72 still, yeah. So we know that he got the +3 before, but thank you, Rodler. Davidson and Oliver to Petrarca and Ned Long, or Garcia and Murphy Reid to Petrarca and Boxall. I like the first option, Jake. Davidson and Oliver to Petrarca and Ned Long. I like getting those two, so I like that. I'll do that one there. What happened with Oliver? My trades were Davidson, Horn, France, and Pryor to Buslinger. I have Langford as sub for Oliver, but still curious as to whether I move on Davidson. I'd be able to trade Davidson. Oliver just out this week just for personal reasons. I expect him to be back next week. Hit out for the Big X. So now he's 21 points behind. So he's getting close. But we are on the way for the second half, if people are wondering. Oh, that's a dangerous tackle, surely. And that's against Pryor. That could be a suspension. That could be a suspension for Pryor because that's a sling. Yep, that'll be a suspension for Pryor. Jackson Pryor will get a week for that because he didn't need to do it. He's shaking his head, but yeah, Jackson Pryor will get a week. So that for anyone that didn't trade Pryor, that'll be a Either a good loot for next week, or you can trade him and get some cash. See, my trades were Davison to Horn France and Pride of Bustlinger. Yeah, so Christian, with those trades, I'd be happy to still do those. You're getting the upgrade anyway, regardless of if you trade Oliver or not. Or Davidson in Murphy Reed's place, either or. Yeah, I'd still do Davidson, Oliver to Petrarca and Ned Long, Jake. I'd be happy to do those trades. Bit of sweet bringing in Shees with the Clary Madness. Have the V on X instead of Sheasel. Yeah, Tim, I'm the exact same. So it's we're obviously happy that we've got Sheasel, right? But obviously it's almost like we're like, well, we want, as long as Cherry gets going really in this third quarter and gets very close, they can both go 150. That's fine. It's just if Sheasel goes 140 and Cherry just goes 100 or 110, that'll be when I'm a bit like, But then again, I still gain more points than what I would have had originally anyway. Disposals 196 to North 146. So this will be a Caleb Daniel kick in. Where's Big X? Where is Big X actually? Is he out to the left or the right? He's out to the left. So Caleb Daniel, go to your left. Good. Now, Big X. Stalking it. Oh, bloody Finbar got in the way. Not really what we want. That is an awful kick. Go back to Big X. Go back to Big X. Oh. And they'll be going to Shees. Not spoiled away by Pryor. And that'll be out of bounds. Mitch, Finn, Clarion, Levi. To Clarion, Levi, to Dacos and Shees. Mitch, that would be, if you can do those trades, that would arguably be the best trades I've probably ever seen. Because you're getting in two of the best players in the game in the 1 week. Am I reading that wrong? Are you saying you can only get one of them, or can you get both? If you can go Clary to Dacos and Levi to Shees, you must have banked like 500k. And if you can do that, you do it. Because you get the two guys, there's a Big X tackle. Big X. Love it. Keep going, Big X. Just get close to Shees. And Blade lost a hit out there. Big X. Out of bounds on the full. Not sure it's a guaranteed a week as not concussed. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was a sling. Like Peatling tackled a Geelong player in Gather, and I can't remember who it was he tackled, but he got a week for it. So Zach Reed got the free kick there. Oh, Common just spoiled Big X, who might have taken the mark there. There's Caleb Daniel. Handball. Been watching since the start of last year, and you've been my favourite fantasy YouTuber. Keep it up, legend. Thank you, Jake. Very much appreciate that, mate. Very much appreciate the kind words. Always nice to get some nice comments like that, mate. So really appreciate it. Any ideas, says Tim. Tim, as I said, I can't look at your team now. I'm streaming, so I have to do it. I do have to do it after, but I'll check Patreon after, and I'll have a look. So we'll check it after the game. There's Colby. Big X! Take the mark, Big X! Oh, he dropped it. Oh, my God. He would have been lining up for goal. He hasn't been able to take these marks. He could have had 3 or 4 marks easily, but he just dropped them through the hands. That he should have gobbled that up then. Can get boasters doubled down, relies on Garcia not being sub, says Mitch. Yeah, right. Can you do Garcia out instead of Levi, or is it literally like you're getting right there because of that? But yeah, I love those trades, mate. If you can get Dacos and Sheasel, it's almost like it doesn't matter who you get as a downgrade, as the upgrades moving forward. You've got the two guys you want. Big X nearly another tackle. That's Menzie. Oh, it'll be a mark for Caddy regardless. Yep. Getting right there because either Garcia or Davo don't quite get me there. Yeah, cool. Yep. Well, I'd tick them off. It probably leaves you a bit thinner because of Garcia and Ashcroft, but if they're not the subs and stuff moving forward, you can maybe take that risk. Why the score's not updating for me here? Because Cherry's definitely had tackle and a couple of hit-outs. Don't know why the score's aren't updating for me. What if I do this? Will they update? Still haven't updated. Is anyone else's scores not updating? Big X! There it is! There's the mark we're waiting for. Big X. Beautiful. Love to see it. Huge mark. That's what we need him doing. We need these big marks. I don't know why my scores aren't updating, because Cherry would be over 60 now for sure. Do I need a refresh? For me, there's nothing better than seeing Big X take a big pack mark like that. Not really a pack mark, but he still took the mark. Hoping that these stats have updated. The AFL the website today's been really poor. Like, how can you have a product that does this once a week, really? Happens once a week where we get these things here. Cherry's up to 67. We got the handball there. Probably counting that handball, actually. But the fact that he's closed the gap on Shees is like, I've got both, so it's fine. Like, as long as they stay with it very close to each other. Here's McKercher going for a bit of a run. Got to drill it, surely. Good goal from McKercher. Beautiful. North cut it back to 20 points. Went Clarion Powell to Long and She, says Woo Gaming. Yeah, I like him. I like those trades, mate. That's a good option when you're trading out Clary. I like those trades. Corey Blackledge. Hardiman, I looked in Supercoach, was 140k this week and didn't go with it. Been looking at Hardiman for weeks. Yeah, I was looking at it. Just the break-in was just too high in fantasy for me to launch. I was just worried, but I think he could be a good quality rookie to bring in if he's getting these cheap marks around the back. Mitch Finn getting right there because of the Garcia don't quite. Yeah, okay, yes, said before. Cool. We'll leave our play next week, says Harry Thomas. I think so. Jack McMillan, thoughts on Murphy Reid for Boxall, then Davidson for Petrarca. Yep, tick for me. Yep, like those trades, Jack. Yep. Just keep an eye on if Boxall's sub, because I think there is a big chance he's sub tomorrow. That's a free for Big X, surely. Holding. It's getting held. I meant this week, says Harry. We'll leave our play this week. I would imagine so, yeah. He's on the bench and, I guess there's an outside chance he's sub, but he hasn't been sub so far, so... And with those other couple of guys out, it's not like he's been playing high 80% game time to beat... Oh, Cherry fell over. That's unfortunate. It's weird because he always sort of puts his hand towards his hamstrings. I think that's just what he does when he gets up to brush stuff off. But it always gets me worried just because of the injury that he did have with the hamstring tightness, tendonitis, whatever he had. Thoughts on Hoff as a pod? Season's over anyway, says Tim Hall. He was someone I looked at. It's someone I'm probably keeping a close eye on this week to see if he keeps that role again. Don't know if do they give the tackle to Cherry? No, Will Phillips has given the free kick away. Absolute idiot. I don't know why they bother with Will Phillips in the team. I don't rate him at all. I don't think he does anything well at all. He doesn't tackle much. He doesn't... I don't know. Okay, might do the odd tagging job, but I don't know. Just doesn't offer anything. There's Finn O'Sullivan, handball. LDU. There's Shees, handball. Simpkin kick. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like Will Phillips. I just don't think he's an AFL player. I think he's a VFL player. He obviously came in for Wardlaw, but I just would have brought in someone else and played someone else in the mids for the week. But yeah, so Tim, thoughts on Hoff's the pod? I'm looking at him this week. I thought about doing it this week, but I want to see a little bit more than the 1 week, so I'm probably not going there. Hardiman up to 52 as well. Yeah, right. Where did Zach Reid get 4 points from? And he's played 100% TOG as well, Zach Reid, for one. But I haven't seen Zach Reid score points. I don't know why he's got the 4 points, unless they gave it to him at half time, but that's a goal for Nick Larkey. North are back in the game. 14 points. Tim Hall, he's named on the wing instead of back pocket, so I'm hopeful. Well, they played him last week, and they played him, I think, in a quarter against Carlton in Gather Round. So I'm keeping an eye on him because he could be mid-price that's worth jumping on. Just don't know if I'm going to do it. Well, no, I won't be doing it this week, put it that way. I'll be keeping an eye on it this week to see if how well he plays again. But yeah, it's obviously looks a lot better seeing Shees and Cherry at the top of the tree and owning both. That's, I think, the big thing for me is owning both. Is that I can enjoy North games again. Luke Davies, who are you talking about? Brady Hoff. Luke, that's who we're talking about. Brady Hoff as an option, because Tim was asking about Hoff as a pod. And I was saying that he could be. Just don't know if I'd go there this week. No, so they've got Darling in, so Big X is having a break. Hopefully not as long as what he had last quarter. Jack Millins, my first year fantasy, what should I do if Boxall sub? So have you ever edited your trade, Jack? So you go to the app and you go edit trade, and if you've got 65k in the bank, go and get Bo Allen, who's a defender mid. So you just go edit trade, you click the X on the app, and then you go select Bo Allen instead. That's what you do, because I'd rather Bo Allen if Boxall sub, which I think he could be. And I'm thinking if he's not subbed, do I go for Bo Allen regarding... Here's Zach Reid again. Oh, man. Stop getting the ball, Zach. Seriously. Happy Marais to Boxall, Oliver and the side. Oh, what are they looking at X for? Is X isn't injured, is he? Are they just looking at his knee? Because I know that I think he had a cut there. I think that they're just bandaging that up. I hope so. I hope he's not bloody actually injured. Yeah, it didn't say he's injured on the app. I think they're just. I think they're just clearing up that cut that he had on his knee. The only thing I'm slightly annoyed about is taking the risk on emergencying. Oh no, hang on, but I couldn't loop. I was like, well, emergency Finn O'Sullivan instead of by Allen or Boxall, but I couldn't have done it either way. So I might have to back in Sam Lawler on Phil this week, I reckon, if Finn O'Sullivan can't get to a 60. Happy with Marais to Boxall, Oliver and Asai. Yeah, I like those trades, Luke. Yep, tick them off. Hardman looking the good, says Corey. Yeah, he's looking good. Yep, agreed. Rad, I went TDK to X-Man and Clary to Long. Yep, tick, mate. Like those trades. So happy, says Luke. Very happy seeing that green dot next to Chera's name, says Limits. I'm not. I'm pretty annoyed at that, actually. He's bloody Zach Reid again. Can they stop, switching to him? If I was an owner, I'd love it, but I'm not, and I absolutely hate it. Free kick for Larkey? Yeah, I think so. Which will be good, so hopefully bring the Big X back on. But Zach Reid's up to 65. He's the third highest scoring player in the game. And if I'd bloody kept him last week, I would have him on field covering for Clayton Oliver, and I would have played Sheezer in the mids. This season just keeps going from worse to worse. Went really for Byron cover at an underprice. Should have known not take the injury risk in his 100th. Guy can't catch a break, says Ty. Yeah, unfortunate for Ridley. Can't catch a break at the moment. Rad says, I still have Garcia and Davo, though. Yeah, can you still, if you can, Rad, can you still do Garcia or Davidson to long without doing the other trade, or do you have to make money from it? Because if you can still do Garcia or Davo, I'd do Garcia to long and play Davidson if you have to. That would be what I would do. Luke Days went X as my VC instead of She's. Yeah, I went the same, but they're pretty close together now, so hopefully Big X can go well from here. Keep kicking the ball to Reed, says Christian. I hope not. But yeah, the reason I'm not happy with the Chera one, I'd be fine with it if Mitch Hinge got off as well. But the fact that Mitch Hinge didn't get off and Chera did, it doesn't make any sense to me. They're both very, very similar incidents. So Big X is back on. Yeah, I reckon it was that cut on his knee that they were fixing. Free to Simpkin. Zed, my king, says Jordan. Obviously talking about Zach Reed. It's being a non-owner of Zach Reed, it's just shit. It's really bad. There's Hardiman again. Kick to Big X. Where's Big X? Oh, no. Why is Dylan Stevens getting all of this ball? I don't understand. They keep looking for him, like, deliberately. Like, come on, Big X. Lead for it, mate. Kick to Big X in the square. Oh, He's got it! It's a mark! That's a mark! He's marked it! Oh, I've seen them pay. I know that it probably wasn't a mark, but I've seen them paid. That's really annoying. That would have been massive if X could have been paid that. Clary being out helped me save Reed from the chop. Thank you, my star, says James. Yeah. Is that a free kick for X? Yep, free kick for X. Here he goes. He seems like he gets so angry at like people like blocking him. Don't give the handball off, Big X. Kick it. Don't care where you kick it to. Yep, cool. That's an extra 4 points. Thank you, Big X. Keep going, mate. And Goldie contested mark in the goal square. Who knew picking the more expensive rookie round one in prior of Reed sent me back so far, says Tim. Oh, yeah, I know. Reed's been a great pick to start the season. There's Tom Powell intercept mark. Big X is in the Big X is down there. Powell, you're not going to make the distance, mate. I don't think you can kick 55. So this would be, as a coach, would be what would annoy me. Unless he can actually kick the distance, it would annoy me if he just kicks it to like 5 meters. Unless he's actually going to, if he passes it, fine. But if he just kicks it as long as he can to like a meter out from the square, no, so he sets it up. Cool. Where's Big X? Oh, he was there, but it was not to be. Oh, there's Will Phillips. He did that. That was good. Switches to Comben. Kick to X. Where's the Big X? No, they're going to the other side. It's not where we want it. Zohar couldn't take the mark. There's Shees. Got the handball away. That'll be insufficient intent. Well, it should be paid. Yeah, I was going to say, just kicked it and it went out. No, should I go Garcia to Boxer or Boal and keep Clary and not go to long? I'd still go long, Rad. I'd rather get long personally. There's Simpkin. Marks at 6.5 minutes left. I swear Menzie tagging Shees now, says Jordan. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Shees is getting as much of this open ball anymore. Like, he's had 2 points for the quarter. Which is getting me a bit nervous now. Obviously, X is caught up, which is great, but Marias and Stone out meant I wanted to fix my bench instead of TDK. Feels like I'm going to be stuck with him forever. Big X, says James. What does... Oh, hang on. Please tell me that this is from a mark in the... Oh, no. I thought maybe for a second it might have been Don't know why Simpkins shushing the crowd for, but there you go. I swear Menzies taking cheese now. Yep, I hate not owning Big X in a Bales watch-along. All I hear is Big X. You would think it was a 5v5 basketball game the way you hear Big X so often. Oh, it's good. Love it. We love the Big X. Well, maybe not you too much tonight, but Tom Power's up to 70 as well. There's going to be teams out there that have got Sheasel, Cherry, Powell and Reed in their team, and they'd be loving life. Hardman up to 59 as well. Might be a target next week. Arhams 77. How are you, Bales? Thought I'd drop in. Got anyone playing this one? Hey, mate. Hope you're going well. Yes, going okay. Got Sheasel, Cherry. Don't have Zach Reed, which is annoying. And I've got Caleb Daniel, small potato, who's potatoing it tonight. So, also got Finn O'Sullivan, emergency loot, just in case he somehow popped a good score. But that was very wishful thinking, I reckon. So, yeah. Filippo an option next week if he goes all right, says Steve-O. Yeah, definitely. Yep, someone I'll be looking at for sure. Yep. Trade that Reed instead of Trainer, says Rad. I think Trainer was a fine hold. It was just that now Zach Reed going well. That's the most annoying part of it. Big X got the hit out there. Just need to get the Shees. Where's Shees? Merritt, free kick, following the ball. Merritt's starting to get busy. Where is She's on the bench? Nice. I have Powell, Reed, and Potato also. Moonboy has Daniel have been a prem. I think can be traded, made 300k. That's how I'm sort of starting to think of him. Maybe I might not be able to trade him next week, but he's someone that, like, if I go rookie this week, another rookie goes really well, and I got to downgrade. Great. If not, I might even go like Daniel down to Filippo, and that might be enough money to upgrade on the other end. Come on, Big X. Just get a few more tackles, buddy. Get the tackle. Ah, no. Yeah, I reckon Shees is on the bench at the moment. That's another Finn O'Sullivan tackle, which is good. Does Daniel need to be on the block soon if you're stacked on his buy, says James Evans. Yeah, he's definitely a trade option out if your team's in a good spot, but I've probably got another couple of issues before him. Another Big X hit out. Good to see. Dersma, I hope this is a goal. Bring Sheasel back on. Or someone mark it. Should be a goal for Caddy. Yep, good. Get Shees back on. 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Sheasel gone cold, says Brad Smith. Yeah, he has, unfortunately. He's had just, the 4 points this quarter. Obviously, Cherry's had a pretty good quarter so far, 26. Still a little bit to go in the quarter. Just the 2 tackles for Big X. I was hoping that maybe his tackle numbers would increase again, but not really tackling as much. Would you tick off Oliver to Boxall and Stone to Petrarca? You're essentially going Stone to Boxall, Oliver to Petrarca. Seva, can you still get Petrarca without trading Oliver? Like, can you go Garcia, Davidson, one of those rookies out instead of Oliver? Because if you can do that, I'd do that instead. But if you have to go Oliver out, I don't mind it. Tim Hall, what's the line? Okay, Daniel scored a Luke Cleary over him, thinking 55. Probably 60, 65 for me. In a nice way possible, if Sheasel stays cold, I wouldn't be disappointed, says Arhams. I would be, because I trade him in this week, and I can't have another bloody trade in bloody fail. So I need him to go well. Sorry, mate. Shees is back on. It's a mark for Caddy. Kicks it in the set to by Finn O'Sullivan. Some more points for Foss. If he could get another 40 or 50 points, that'd be really handy. Goes back to Shees. +6 for Shees. Good. Need more of those. Where's Big X? He's making his way over. Slowly. He's down the line if North Melbourne get the ball. Simpkin tried to push off, but went out of bounds. Make sure you guys keep smashing like. We've got 45 likes so far. That 100 like streak might come to an end if we can't get 55 more likes before the stream ends. So if you have not smashed a like on the video, please do, so we can get to 100 and keep the streak alive. So hit out for Big X and then a tackle for Big X. And not... Oh... Damn it, I was hoping for another tackle. We need like 3 or 4 tackles. That'd be nice. There's Big X. Handball. Good. Who'd you captain, says Riley Thompson. So I got the VC on Big X, but if he were to not get it quite done, then I would go to maybe Bailey Smith or Jordan Dawson. One of those two. Currently got Bailey Smith as my captain. But I would prefer to have my captaincy. Oh, what a goal by Zerha from the boundary. So North Melbourne back within a point. But yeah, hopefully Big X gets it done for me tonight. Don't have to worry about it. That's what I'd prefer. I wish, but I got Oliver and Connor Stone on field, says Steve-O. If you got Oliver and Stone on field, I wouldn't go Boxall because you're playing Boxall. Who are you playing on field instead then? Is it Boxall on field? Because if that's the case, I wouldn't do it personally. Kobe Pemba, Loki scared Oliver will miss more. I'm a shell shock Freo supporter, and we had to live through all Jesse Hogan's missing games for mental issues. I think it'll be one. I think that he pretty much just said, just have the week off, just have a break, and then come back next week. Foss nearly matching Daniel, says Jordan Lane. Okay, that's interesting. Aham77 thinking Dacos into Whitfield for captain. Is Whitfield a chance to get tagged? I think he is, yes. So if you've got a Brayshaw tomorrow night, go him as a VC. Dawson VC maybe into Dacos. There's another Big X handball. Thoughts on Chad Warner? I feel like since his contract is sorted, he can push 95 hours. Just got to get through the Giants matchup. Yeah, high free kick. Big X, another free kick for Big X. Now the umpires are starting to give him a few free kicks, which is nice. Is that a good quarter in terms of like the umpires giving him a few frees? And that'll be a ball up. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll go Whitfield this week as a captain. Foss nearly... Oh, yes, yeah. No, Chad Warner's a potential option, James. I'm just worried with the matchup this week against Giants. He might cop the tag. That's my only worry. But I might go to Chad Warner this week from Oliver. I don't know. I'm still yet to decide if I'm going to make the switch. Just because if Boxall's a sub, I then don't have a rookie for next week. I might go Chad Warner from Clayton Oliver to get points on field this week, but I'm not sure. Brayshaw was my trade-in from Oliver. Would you prefer Brayshaw into Dacos? Yes. Hums, I would. Yeah, I'd be Big X for a plus 5, and he gives a Sheezel. Oh, Big X, he's starting to build now. Very, very good to see. Here's Zach Reed. Go away, Zach Reed. Common, give it to Sheezel. Give it to Shees. Good. Shees got the handball. Beautiful. Hardiman, I think, was there. McKercher, kicking a ball's not a great kick. Sardis down the line, not a great kick. Straight to McDonald. There's Shees, open for a +6. Yep. I thought that might have been Big X again for the switch. Gives it the power. I hope X is he's pushing forward, but he's not going to get there. It's not a great kick. My trades were Oliver for Long. So Oliver for Long. And Sanders to Sheezel. Do you think that's good? Yeah, tick for me, Riley. Yep, because you're able to still get the upgrade from Sanders by doing Oliver down. So I like it, mate. That's good trades. I would have done something similar if I didn't have Long, but I had him, so there's not really anyone there that I could have gone to. Oh, Essendon on the break here. 15 seconds to go. Part of me hopes it's an Essendon. Oh, that's a bad kick. He had Zach Merritt right there. Far too many options this week. Warner, Anderson, Philippo, etc. Yeah, Tim, agreed. Yep, for sure. Any good forward rookies under 400k? I don't think so. Not under 400k. Not forward rookies. I thought Sid Draper might have been, but he got dropped. So obviously he's not one anymore. I think it's a big X hit out again. Harry Jones is down. Is he? Oh! Ow! Oh, shit. Harry Jones has snapped his ankle. Oh, no. That looked awful. Oh, no. I was wondering why he was sitting there. And I'm like, he was on the field, wasn't he? Oh, no. That looked awful. Yeah, people also break an ankle. Oh. Tim said didn't see that. Yeah, bloody hell, that looked awful. Yeah, not good. Not good. That's not good at all. Alrighty, well, we'll check the scores, but yeah, that's certainly not a great way to end the quarter. Sheasel 95, Cherry 91. Obviously, is great. Very happy with that. Good that Cherry caught up a bit in that quarter. Tom Powell 87. So if you held him, you'd be very happy with his game so far. Merritt got to 76 in the end. So that was like a 42-point quarter, I reckon that was there. Gresham 74. He's still getting it done. Still getting VC. Reed 72. That's just disappointing. Just so annoying as a non-owner. 5 tackles is what's bumping that up. Hasn't gone on to the bench yet. Perkins 68 in draft. Good for me. Nick Martin 61. So he's really quieting down after a good start. Roberts on 60. Got him in draft as well. Hardeman 59. Just a rookie to watch for next week. Someone to watch. Hobbs hardly touched it that quarter. Caleb Daniel on 42. Not great. So someone said Foss is nearly with Caleb Daniel. They're still 11 points apart. So, but Finno Sum's been on the bench a lot this game. 31. Just almost like a stock standard score from him. Sardis on 30 as well. Dersma 24. Yep, so not much there. But Essendon going to be down a player on the bench. Wait, so Big X didn't get that tackle. I thought he had a tackle at the end there. He should have had. He should be on 95. He should be on level with Sheasel, but yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, not great. That was bad. I always feel like when my team does well before the weekend, I have a crap Saturday, Sunday, and vice versa. Such a weird game. Lucas Paberti, that wasn't bending the right way. Yep, agreed. Funny how a lot of fantasy people hated the Sheezy ball comments when the only reason we want Sheezy in fantasy is when he plays D50 and collects Sheezy touches. Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm happy. When I said that Foss was fall behind, was fall behind Dan. Okay, fair enough. Steve-O, would you go Philippo or Dylan Moore? Doing Oliver too long and stoned either of them. I have 769k for a forward. Who would I go? I'd back in Dylan Moore still. I don't want to jump into Philippo straight up. I want to watch a week at least. So I'd go Dylan Moore if you got to pick this week. If we heard news that Philippo's playing full minutes, no management whatsoever, then go him. But I don't think he'll play full minutes. And we have seen before Philippo comes back from injury, then he gets sick or something the week after. So he is a bit there. Joel saying hi, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So hi Joel times 6. Hope you're going well, mate. Harvey Elliott did a similar thing a couple of years ago. Ankle was sideways, but was only a dislocation in the end, so hopefully the same. Yeah, I hope so, Tony. Yeah, I remember that Harvey Elliott one as well. That wasn't good for there. Paul Jones, that's a bad one, says Brad Smith. Yep, agreed. What does Trainer have to score this week to be a must trade? Sub 50 would be must, not, and I wouldn't say must trade, but yeah, I've got him on field, straight on field, so I hope he goes well. Harry Thomas Marais to Long and Garcia to Bustlinger. I could trade Oliver, but I have Levi and Lindsay covering him. That's the other thing as well. That's the reason I probably won't do the Chad Warner one because I've got Marais who I'm trading out to another rookie. So, but yeah, Marais to Long, Garcia to Bustlinger. I like it, mate. Yep. Yeah, like those trades. Was trading Powell out until I heard Wardlaw out. Thought he could pop a reasonable score. Yep, we're very happy with him so far. Oliver to Dacos or Levi to Sinclair and Field Lawler / Cleary. So it's, you're looking at what? You're looking at Dacos and Levi. Hang on, no, Dacos and... Hang on. Oliver to Dacos. Oh, okay, so you're looking at this week, it'll be one of Lawler or Cleary and Sinclair, or to be Dacos and Levi. Saying it out loud, I think it's Dacos and Levi, so I'd do Oliver to Dacos. But I think long-term for your team, it's probably better to do Levi to Sinclair. But I don't know if I love Sinclair, Stephen. So if you don't have a Zorko, Sheezer would have obviously been the pick tonight. But if you don't have a Zorko and a Sire, I probably prefer those guys over Sinclair. But I don't mind it either way. Joel, North Melbourne played Brody's ankle. Yes, we saw Joel. It looked awful. So hopefully it's not... well, we know it's obviously a bad injury, but hopefully it's as... Tony said before, hopefully not as bad as what it could be. Bales, would you go Zorko or Josh Dacos? If you get Zorko, I don't mind Zorko. Josh Dacos is value, right? So if you need that 100k for next week, go Josh Dacos, but I also like Zorko. Callum Haddon, Oliver to Petrarca with 300k in the bank, or Oliver to Brayshaw and bank 90k. Why are they showing it still? They're still showing. Why are they showing replays? We saw the replay. We don't need to see it again. Oliver to Petrarca with 300k in the bank, or Oliver to Brayshaw and bank 90k and get Petrarca next week. Well, if you can do Oliver to Petrarca with 300k, surely you can go like a rookie Callum. I'd rather go like a Davidson, Lawler, one of those rookies. Go them to Petrarca. Have not much in the bank, but then you have Oliver come back next week, and if he's not, you trade him. Fiona, love the watch-alongs. Thanks, Bales. Langford, Lindsay, or Ashcroft on field. Thanks, Fiona. Appreciate that. Langford, Lindsay, or Ashcroft. I'd go Lindsay against Eagles at Optus. That would be who I'd back. Stephen Zorko worries me a little bit with Kitty about to come back, but also I can't now as I would have to DP Shees into my mids. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Sebastian, hearing Sinclair playing some half forward mid has turned me away for a week just to see how things play out. I've gone Oliver to Dunkley. Yeah, agreed. Yep. I don't know about Dunkley. If you're paying a lot for him, he'd be a good option. But yeah, I think there maybe could be some cheaper options. I'm not sure. Fee said Oliver and Davidson to Long and Rankin. Yep. Tick for me. Yep. Last quarter about to get underway. So hopefully X can do what Dawson didn't do last week and can actually go and get 29 points this quarter, get to 120. That'd be absolutely perfect. That'd be a tackle for Big X, I'd imagine. I'd like to think. David King, Cherry's biggest fan, Lol says Marco must have him as VC tonight. Was Ozzy saying how he's playing really well? Or because last week he was saying how TDK was dominating him apparently, or the week before, which was not the case, but... There's Durham. Merritt's done well after half-time so far, which is good for his owners. I've got him in RDT, so I'm glad he's actually doing a bit better. Trade so far, Marais to Boxall. Hang on. Big X. Big X got blocked then. That's a free for Big X. Surely. He was going for the mark and he's just been completely blocked out of it. So umpires are back to hating Big X again. Trade so far, Marais to Boxall and Oliver to Brayshaw. Otherwise, can get a defender forward instead of Brayshaw. I don't mind getting Brayshaw this week if your team's looking in a good spot in terms of team value and you can afford to get Brayshaw in. But I also don't mind like a Dacos or a Rankin or Warner type as well. Still have fat rookies such as Reed, Hall, Trainer on my bench, which is always great, says Footy Frenzy. Oh, yeah, mate, you'd be loving it. I wish I had some of these expensive rookies on my bench. I've got a couple, but I don't have many. Oh, there's Big X taking out the ruck and kicking it forward. Look at that. Brilliant. Yeah, I wish I bloody tipped bloody North. And Zaha, Mark. Riley Thompson, my trades were Oliver to Long and Sanders to Sheasel. Do you think it's good? Yes, Riley, good trades. Tick, tick for me. You'd be very happy with Sheasel so far. Callum Haddon, my only cover would be Bo Allen or Boxall. Well, yeah, but obviously the thing is that you cop a lower score this week, but you'll have the premium next week. So I think for your team, I'd play like Boxall or Bo Allen if Boxall's not sub. Play one of those guys this week, take the lower score, but then you get Oliver back next week and you're then a step ahead of where you would be if you were to trade Oliver. Or if you can get creative and go like Oliver down to a Ned Long if you don't have him, and then on the other end, maybe go a rookie up, maybe. Oh, that's a free kick. Big X short. He got Kid over the head. There's Sheasel. Kick. Let's have a look. What are we looking at? Cherry's on 99. So Cherry did get a tackle. I don't know if they added it from last quarter. Or if he got, I can't remember if he got a tackle this quarter. So there's bloody Zach Reed again with a kick. But Cherry and Sheasel going along very nicely. Don't switch it like this. So Pryor +6. Max Hansen, I had 268k from last week and did Briggs to X. Do I do Oliver down to Long or Ashcroft to Long and have Lawler on field? I'd be happy playing Lawler on field, and if you can go Ashcroft out instead of Oliver, you keep the premium type player moving forward. But yeah, depends what you're looking for, Max. I'd be fine having Lawler on field for a week to cover Oliver personally. She's will kick in. Yep, he's playing well, says Marco. Yep. She's will kick. This will be Caleb Daniel Plor. Yeah, he got there. This will be a +6 coming up. Where's Big X? Why is he into D50? Goes to McDonald. Big X is in the middle. He's free. Why would you kick out to Parker on Peter Wright? That is an awful kick. Like Luke McDonald's lost it as well. Like some of his decision making is just extremely poor, and it's cost him a goal. Don't know why Luke McDonald would kick to Peter Wright v Luke Parker. That was never a good option. Just stupid. Sorry if I missed it before, but who's your VC and C? So I got Big X VC, and I got Bailey Smith captain, but Jordan Dawson's also another captain option I'm looking at if X doesn't get it done. Martin slowed down as well, says limits. Yes, he has, unfortunately. Sebastian, I was thinking Dunkley or Brayshaw, thinking about Green and some others around that price, still weighing up options. Noah Anderson's a good option, bit cheaper, like him. Maybe not great matchup this week, but moving forward, I like him. Is it okay to get Lindsay in this week in order to get Sheasel next week, says Jack. Depends what else you're doing, but I don't hate getting Lindsay this week, but obviously you're paying a lot for him now. With lack of options, you can do it if you want to. You can do it. Evening also, Sandra. Evening, Sandra. Hope you're going well. Daniel DeFilippo next round gets you nearly 200k, by the way, says Stephen Thomas. Yes, which is why I'll be looking at a trade like that. That'll be a tackle for Shees, I think. And a Sheasel, I don't know if that's a handball or not. Handball for Finn O'Sullivan. Give it to Foss. Foss, that'll be it. Tackle. That's holding the ball. Big X got a handball anyway, so I'm glad it wasn't holding the ball. I think that's the Big X ton, I reckon. Oh, Zach Reed free kick. Go away, Zach Reed. Oh, God, why did I trade him? I could have done my trades regardless of trading him or not. Literally should have just kept him. So meanwhile, I'm happy with my two North boys going well, but I'm also annoyed of not having Zach Reed, who's now on 83. So everyone's got him as cover for like an Oliver, for example, or someone is very, very happy. Who would you rather on field, Davidson or Cleary? Ooh, probably Cleary this week, Riley, but I don't love either matchup. Corey Blades. Luke McDonald, I have to say, to get dropped for ages now over Core. Yeah, there's Big X kick. Good. I'm glad Zach Reed didn't take that mark. And Peter Wright on his own. What score are you taking from X, says John? Oh, I'm probably locking in anything. I always go over 110. It'd be very much appreciated if he goes 120 because I don't have to worry about, do I take it, do I not? But anything over 110 I'm probably likely to take. But it'd be great if he keeps going and goes more than that. So what's he up to now? 105. He's got 14 minutes to get 15 points minimum. That would be what I'd be looking for. I've done Sanders to Sheasel and the pest that was Nevitt to by Allen, says Limits. He looked good after week 1 by Allen. Sorry, Nevitt. But after that, there's a +6 for Shees. So Sheasel now back in front of Cherry. It was Big X was first, and now it's the other way. Well, Goldie's there, so if North get the ball, it'll be a ball up. Never mind. I'm happy now with the Cherry VC, says Luke. We don't want to say it just yet, but it's going okay. Thanks for your help. Hang on, I just want to see Big X. Got the hit out in the end. There's Powell again. Powell be near the ton as well, which will be his first ton since round 1. No touches for Reed, which I'm happy about. North have got a chance here. Ball up. Thanks for all your work, Bales. You've got me on Shees this week, and I couldn't be happier so far, says Jared Evans. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was very keen on Shees, obviously, as people know throughout the week. And that's why I ended up going him in the end as well. Because I was keen on him. There's Big X. Gets tackled, unfortunately. No disposals there. Will Ashcroft or too expensive? Lions have a good run. He looks back in form. Also, Rankin or Petrarca in. I'd go Petrarca over Rankin, I think. Will Ashcroft's not a bad option. I just don't know if I'd trade him in. Bradley Smith, Bales, not so long ago. He loved Reed. Yeah, I know, but I traded him out, so now I can't like him, unfortunately. He was very, very good to own, and I loved seeing these +6s, but just now I just don't like it because a lot of them are pointless. Go to North. Oh, I wonder if that'll be a tackle for X because Essendon didn't get anywhere. I don't know. Maybe he'll pull a Gorn and sit last 12, says Arhams. Well, he won't because it's a close game, right? So as long as it's close for most of the game, he'll play the rest of the game, I would like to think. So you've probably already covered, but what to do with Oliver, says Castle Riches. Depends what you can do with him, who's your cover, like all those sort of things in the one. It's a pretty complicated one. I'm holding because I've got Stewart and I'm trading him instead. And I've got trading Marias out, but I could go Oliver to Chad Warner, but then I've got a rookie not making money on my bench. So, what was that? Holding the back of it. So Dharma holding the back of his knee. Maybe just jarred it a little bit. Gresham on the bench. I traded Never in late and never made cash off him. Sub 1 week, injured next, and then next injured again. Yeah, it's unfortunate way he's gone this year. Was going to kick Reed out of my team. Should I keep him after this performance? Well, after this, you're keeping him. He's making cash, right? So you're not trading him. Was going to... I've said it before. I'm glad I started Sheasel, Cherry, Petrarca, and Asylum when he got all the top options this week. Yeah, you'd be very happy. Brad Smith said, what a Mark Sheasel. So there's obviously, it's just ahead of me. So there's a hit out to Big X. Oh, good mark by Sheasel. Yeah, that's the one there. So, yeah, Kane Corn, stick that up, you mate. Stat padding. That ain't stat padding there. That's courage. Going back with the flight there. So, yeah, stick that up, you Kane. So, only stat pads. Okay, he might get some loose ball behind the fence, but there are a lot of players that do that. So, yeah, great mark. Hard on a downgrade option, methinks, says Stephen Thompson. Yep. Stephen Thomas. Yep, he's an option for sure. Yep, I've liked what he's done tonight. Prior on Rand, I had to have him on field. This hack is sinking my season single-handedly. The only thing is, Big X needs his break in a sec. There's Sheasel with a kick. Because Big X can't play 100% game time in this quarter, can he? No, free against Simpkin. Prior on, okay. I'm assuming prior over him there. So yeah, he's on 44. Yeah, Prior's been a very annoying pick for people. What do you think Boxall goes? Good job, security prospect, says Jack. Well, if he's sub, it's not going to be great, but obviously just a watch. So it's holding the ball. Yeah, right. They're paying them this year, which is not making sense, where the tackle's not fully lodged, but they're going, yeah, I'm going to pay a free kick. Here's Tom Powell. That'll be the ton. Well, he's tonned up already. And then Larky. So I'm assuming that Big X will come off for a rest now, because he hasn't had a rest yet. Watch for Sadu Hawley next week for Jones, says Jack. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Yep. Who are your rucks? Will you change them, says Riley Thompson. So I got Cherry and Big X. I'm probably likely to trade TDK to Marshall at some point for the buys, but I don't want to do many more trades than that. I've tried to steer clear of ruck trades this year because they just don't normally work too well. Can you just run me through how break-evens work, please? Still don't quite understand it. So, well, break-even. So if a player's got a break-even of 20 and they score 40, they'll go up in price. But if they score less than 20, they'll go down. So that break-even just shows that score. If they score above it, they'll go up in price. They score below it, they'll go down. It's pretty much how it works, Luke. Merritt move forward against his Kobe. Surely gets DPP. I hope so. Oh, imagine if Merritt gets DPP. That'd be massive. If he got DPP, that'd be huge. Loving Power says, Harms. Yep, been very good tonight. And that'll be another Zach Reed tackle. Oh, it's free kick against Zach Reed. Wait. Wait, why is it a ball up? I thought it was a free against. So Zach Reed will just get that bloody tackle there, and he gets a kick. Fuck off, Zach Reed. He's on 90. Never should have. Why did I trade him? He is going to make well over 100k since I've traded him. Here's Shees again. Handball. There's Shees. Kick. That wasn't a great kick from Shees. X-Bench now says Jack. Yeah, I expected that. He'll come on, though, hopefully in a couple of minutes. And have the last few minutes to get some points. He is on 112. He's on 112 now. She's at 121. Jeez. So I'm glad I made the move. I'm hoping that BX comes back on and can get close to him. But I'll be taking the VC score regardless. So I think that's back to Shees. Or no, it's Caleb Daniel. If Box is sub, should we look at someone like Bo Allen, says Carter Richards? Yes, definitely. If Box will sub, you can't trade him in. You've got to find someone else. And Bo Allen's named on field, so I'd imagine that he'll play from the start. Imagine the score if Sheezer went big in the first as well, says Limits. Yes, yep. And how do break-evens change? Well, if they score well above their break-even, the break even will go lower. They score the same, might go higher. It's just how the magic number and everything works, how expensive they are. It's pretty much like you just look at the break even, you see what their price might change to. There's Merritt for a +6. Zach Reed hate becoming 2-4, says George. Oh yeah, so crying, yeah. So I know we don't have him, and it sucks that we don't have him because he's just racking up these points now, but yeah, bloody hell. That'll be a Foss free kick for out in the full. Who should I field, Cleary or Davidson, says Riley. I'd probably go Cleary. That's just because the other game's in Ballarat, which I don't love. So Hardiman +6 here. Reverse umpire decision, pretty rare. Can't remember last time I've seen that, says Doc Holiday. I don't even know what happened. There's another +6 for Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel's starting to get busy. When do we find out if Box is sub? There's Shees again. Handball. Oh, Dylan Stevens, just get out of the team, please. Shouldn't even be there. Come on, we need Big X back on. 7 minutes to go. Game is pretty close. You've got to get your best ruck out there. Like, just bring someone off. But yeah, we find out Box is sub an hour before the game tomorrow night. So game starts tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern, somewhere around there. We'll find out about 6:30, somewhere around there. Sheezel works hard, gut running, says Brad Smith. Yes, he does. Agreed. There's LDU. Come on, get Big X off. Okay, ball's out. Get someone off and get Big... Oh, no, Big X is already on. I can see him in the reflection of the coach's box, which is good. So, X VC over Shees, but happy to have both and can loop on Reed, says Stephen Thomas. Will you be loving that at the moment? If I had Reed, I'd be very, very, very happy at the moment. But no Reed is just, meant unfortunately I'm not as happy as probably what I could be. Parker... Simpkin in board to Caleb Daniel. Not a great kick from Simpkin. Merritt mark again. Merritt's starting to get busy. Merritt would be close to 90 now. That's high free kick. Yep. Corey Blaze. Looks like Rosie needs to play 5 quarters in 4 games for DPP in defence. Yeah, which is great. Here's Caleb Daniel again. Caleb Daniel, another +6. So Caleb Daniel getting busy, which is good. And it's a 50. What score is Pryor on, says Riley. Well, let's have a quick look. Pryor is on 44, which is not great. Simpkin. Go to Cherry. Oh, he went long. And that'll go... Foss is there. Oh, Merritt. That was well done by Merritt. Oh, great hands by Merritt. That was so well done by Merritt. Is that going to go through for a goal? Oh, no. Luke McDonald rushed behind. That was so well done by Zach Merritt then. She's a must-have next week. Brisbane a tough matchup. They are, but... The way Sheezel's look tonight is pretty close to it. There's a mark for Sheezel. He's near 130 now. See, now it's getting to a point where he's at a good score and I really need Cherry to get to a 120. There's Caleb Daniel. Is Big X forward? He is, and Dersman's gone for goal. He's kicked the goal as well. Good goal. 4.5 minutes to go. And it's back to a 3-point game. Hardiman locked in for me next week, 73, says Corey. Here we go, big finish coming, says Brad. Riley Thompson, have both Pryor and Reed. They both go week for week, but I picked the right this week. Might trade out Pryor, should I? I'd be trading him, yep. Essendon about to be down to just one rotation. Yeah, she's a 129, far out. I'm very, very happy with the trade-in, but obviously I want Big X to just get close again. He was close for a period there. He's in front, and now Sheezel's racked up late. Daniel's had a huge quarter. Yeah, he has. Yep, he's been good this quarter. This is what we've wanted from Caleb Daniel. So maybe Daniel is a hold. Come on, Big X. Big finish. Get to at least 7 points is what I'd be after. Get into 100, like says Riley Thompson. Yes, we're on 57. If you haven't liked it yet, make sure you smash a like. I'm not sure if we'll get to 100 tonight, but if we can get 100 again, that'd be fantastic. We really need some stoppages. A very fast-paced game at the moment. Out of bounds. Daniel at the 77 says, Harms. Yes, it's good. Finally, at least he's starting to pull his finger out after 3 quarters of not doing much. Come on, Big X. Just get... I'm probably taking the score regardless, right? 113, I'm taking it. But if he can just get close to get a 120, then I'll be happy. I wish I went, what's his name, Captain? Sheasel. Here's Finn O'Sullivan again. He might be pretty close to 50 now. Come on, Big X. Come on, Big X. Take the mark. No trip or anything. He didn't get tripped there, but I was hopeful. Can we just get some stoppages? It's so, pinging around. I want some stoppages. Hardiman couldn't take the mark there. Perkins, no goal. No. Who to trade, Oliver or over Sanders? I'd trade Sanders still. Depends who your cover is there, Stan. Depends who you've got as cover. Why is Charlie Comben taking a kick in? Josh Simpkin, mark. Callan Dawson's just come on the field. And there's Callan Dawson again. Gives it to Sheasel. Sheasel handball. Give it back to Shees. Yep. Sheasel's got it again. I saw what he's trying to do. Merritt, intercept mark. I think it's going to be, unfortunately, where I probably should have VC'd Sheasel. Even though 114 is still a good VC score. Merritt starting to just rack up these +6s late in the game. He's going to ton up that Merritt. Massive second half. He's done this. He did that a few years ago against North, where he had a massive second half and scored 120 points in the second half. Come on, X. Just get to 120X. 2.5 minutes. I'm starting to get a bit worried now that he's not going to get there. It's hopeful that he go at least 29 points in the last quarter, and he's not quite there yet. I need this to be a mark from X. It's not even going to get to him. What's the free kick for? To Luke McDonald. Cherry going to kick the winning goal to Stephen Thomas. I hope so. That'd be massive. I'd love him to do that. There's Merritt again. Merritt looks like he's gone back behind the ball. Setterfield. Oh, there's Big X. Handball. Good. Good handball, Cherry. Yep, good. Finbar Mully. He's marked it. Finbar's got it. He's got the mark. Why is the scores not updating again? Not sure why they're not updating, but I'm trying to refresh them, but they're not. Wish I Captain Sheasel. I was on the fence. Yeah, I was on the fence as well. Went for Cherry over Sheasel. Merritt just racking for fun, says Harms. Yep, he'd be obviously on a lot more than 99, but it's not updating for some reason. So Finbar. Oh, no, he's missed it. Big X is there, though. Big X. Oh, give it. Oh. Behind for North. You cannot allow Essendon to be chipping. You cannot be allowing them to chip round. Got to man him up. Only 50 cents. I don't think Cherry's going to get the 120. He's going to fall just short. Is that a mark to Archie Roberts? I wasn't sure if he fumbled that over the line. Come on, Cherry. Got to get over, mate. They're going to kick it long down the line. Come on, X. Take the mark, X. Oh, he had it there as well. Foss kicks long. Just go to bounds. Be nice to give a chance of a stoppage. What's happened now? Free kick for Merritt. Open bar. Umpire called play on because he took more than 30 seconds. Pressure got to him. Yeah, right. So, yeah, I don't know if Big X is going to get the 120. Unless he gets a mark here. Come on, Big X. Get there, mate. Big X. Oh, he kicked it. He might have got that. Might be the 120. Or at least it might be like 119 or something. Cherry 119. Still take it as a captain score, right? But, yep, 3-point winners for Essendon. I was partly hoping that North would get the win in the end. At least they've been good last 2 weeks with Sheasel back in defence, so you'd think that role's going to continue. What did Sheasel get? Like 130 something, I think. Yeah, 134 for Sheasel. So I lost 15 points on that, which is frustrating. I thought about changing it, but I stuck with Cherry. 119, I'm happy with though, right? It's just obviously my matchups, and it'll be pretty close, I think, between me and Mitch. And Mitch has got Sheasel VC. I had Cherry VC, which I'll take. But 15 points. Yeah, 25 touches, the big man, but only 4 tackles. That was the thing that probably didn't get in there. Merritt got 117. So what do you have in the end? That's a 85-point second half for Merritt. Massive second half. Power got 110 as well. Setterfield tunned up with a 108. Simpkin got 94 in the end. Roberts 94. Zach Reed got 86. Didn't come off at all in the game. Nick Martin got 80. Again, low game time. Lower compared to what he normally plays. Caleb Daniels 77. Hardiman 73. Hardiman's an option for next week, I think. Price got 50. O'Sullivan got 49. Oh, God damn it. He was like 10. If he got 10 more points, I probably would have taken it. Colby 48 again. Wow, that's a bad score. Sardis 37. Yeah, so all in all, good to have the top 2 scorers of the game. But, yeah, it would actually, hang on. So Merritt got 117. So what did he have? So he had what? 34. So what's that? What did he have? 83 points in the second half. Yep, 83. So, all in all, very happy with Sheasel as a trade-in. 134. Just wish I went the VC on him. It's Edge. Bloody happy with the VC from Shees on debut. Did you VC Shees Bales? No, Edge, I didn't. I brought him in this week, which is great, but I VC'd Big X instead. Calvin got Merritt in while he's having a kiss, says Jack. Oh, there you go. Good for Calvin. Tony Ford, LDU makes so many errors. He doesn't get the ball at the right time, tries to do everything himself and gives away so many stupid frees. He thinks he's a lot better than he is, says Tony Ford. He hasn't had a great year, LDU. Riley Thompson just need Matt Scorn to have a bad game now, says Riley. Yeah. As I said, I'm very happy with the Sheasel trading. I just wish I went the VC. But 119 from Big X, I'm pretty happy with in the end. 28 in the last quarter was good. Anytime your captain goes 119, regardless of who you've got, you're happy. Pre-lockout chat tomorrow. Yes, Marco. Yep, pre-lockout chat will be tomorrow. 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Perth time, as always. We're on 64 likes as well. So if we can continue the 100-plus likes on the watch-alongs, we need another 36 before we finish up. So if you are watching and haven't smashed a like on the video, please do. Our streak of 100-plus likes, we want to keep it alive. So if you can smash a like, that'd be fantastic. Gareth Evans, are you taking his 119? Yeah, definitely. Yep. Can't be risking 119 points. So I'll take it. I wish I'd Shees VC, but I'm happy I got both. I missed 15 points, which again would be handy at this time of year. But 119, yeah, I've got to take. The 134 from Shees at least has made it a good point that, like, no matter what I did, Sheasel and Ashcroft or like Bowie and Moore, I'd be surprised if it doesn't get outscored. But Good job, Bales. Catch you next time. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it. Jack is power back. I wouldn't say back. Obviously, Wardler out was good for him tonight, but up to 68 now. 32 likes to go. So if you haven't liked it, make sure you smash a like on the video. 32 away. So we just need 32 people to click like to get the 100. That would be fantastic. But yeah, good game tonight. Obviously, if you own a few of those guys at the top, you'll be very happy. But I'm very, very happy bringing in Sheasel and getting the big score. And I traded Tom Stewart out for him, so that's even better. Even better. Sheasel's killed Daniel, says Jack. Yeah, to an extent, yeah, a bit, yeah. But I'd rather Sheasel, that's for sure. What were your ins and outs this week, says Riley Thompson. So I went Stewart up to Sheasel and went Marais down to one of Boxall or Bo Allen. Probably likely going to be Bo Allen based on thinking it's going to be a sub for Boxall, but we'll see. Had to change trade plans because of Clary and end up holding power. Very happy with his 110, says Taco Man. Yes, yep, you'd be very, very happy with that. Happy with Reed score as well, says Gareth. Yes, you would be. I'm annoyed, don't have him anymore, but yeah, you'd be happy. Captain Marais, Stone or Campo, says Jack. If you got Boyd, I'd be doing Boyd. I'll be doing, one of the guys tomorrow, so it'd probably be Hasty at the moment that's got the captaincy duties this week. That's probably what I'm looking at. I changed VC from Shees to Cherry. Do I lock in the 119 Svevolenko? Yes, yep, you do. 119 you take. I'm always a 110 plus, but the fact that it's essentially a 120, I'm taking it for sure. Wouldn't mind a +4 post-game to go to 123. That'd be nice, but who would you trade out for Hardiman? If you got a defender rookie, that's who you could look to go to. Hardiman's someone I'm keeping an eye on. Depends on what options we got, right? It's going to be a bit more expensive than the other ones, but he's someone I'll be looking at for sure. Yeah. Cool. I'm very, very happy with the games tonight. It was good to have a good watch long. Obviously, Reed, the only one I don't have that would have been nice to have had him, but very happy with having Shees in this week. It's good to have a trade in go big the week you get him. I hope Harry Boyd doesn't play when I have him captain, says Riley Thompson. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? If Harry Boyd's not named, it'll probably be him that will get the captaincy dues, but Hasty's definitely not even in the squad, right? So I've got a way to get the 119 regardless. So, but yeah, as I said, very happy with the sheets. We've got 30 likes to go. So if you are watching, you haven't smashed a like yet, please do. We're 30 away. So if 30 legends out there can smash a like, then that would be fantastic so we can get 100. Rad, do I take Cherry's 119? Yes, you do. Yep. I'm locking in the 119 as well. Up to 73 likes now. 27 away. Let's keep it going. Let's get to 100. Fevelingo, bam, 69th like. There you go. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. But yeah, you take the 119. Definitely as a captain. Best mid or forward option under 850k, please. Ned Long. If you don't have Ned Long, would be my pick. Outside of that, I don't love many options. Dylan Moore, maybe. But yeah, Ned Long for me would be the pick out of those. Still 26 away. I think we're going to fall short, unfortunately. We don't have enough people tuning in. Is Hardiman a must-have, says Vince Cubes. Not must-have, no. Could be a good option depending on what rookies we got next week. What is a few good captains and vice-captains, says Jack. So, Jack, I did a captains video earlier today, about 15 minutes. So, short one there if you want to go check that out for all the captains there. But I had Gawn at 1, Cherry 2, Sheasel 3. Then I had Bailey Smith 4, Dawson 5, and then had a few others. So if you got some of those guys, look at those. But if you want to have more of a look of why I put them there, then yeah, check out the video. Do we take X, says Mac? Yes, we do. Yep, take X. 119, you lock in. Up to 75. So we're 3/4 of the way there. Let's get to 100. Make sure you smash a like. 25 people more to do it. We do another watch on tomorrow, says Angus. No, unfortunately, I'll be out tomorrow night. I'll be at watching DC11 play some music. So, and I'll be out watching and catching up with some mates to watch the game. So, yeah, not tomorrow night, and then it won't be one Saturday either because I'll be at the Crows game. By the time I get home, I'll be like probably well into the second quarter. So, yeah, no point doing one, I don't think. Who's Hardiman? For North Melbourne, Riley Hardiman played well tonight. Or do we take X because we're going to Dacos, says Matt. No, you take X. Take X. Take X. Josh Dacos, a great trading option, says Stallity. Yeah, he's a good option. Yep. Someone to look at for sure. Saligo with no crouch. I wouldn't be trading into him, Jack. He's got a high break even. And he's got Carlton and Port, so 2 tough matchups. Reckon Bedford tags Warner, says Jack. I think there's a good chance he does, yeah. Rad, what the hell happened to Martin second half? Oh, the last 3 quarters he wasn't good. So, Tim, play Wicks or Cleary? Cleary. He's got the high ceiling, I think. Thoughts on Rivers 805k, says Jack. Not for me. No, not for me. I wouldn't go there. I'd be looking at other options. What are we up to? 77. We're 23 away. If you haven't liked it yet, if you've got other account, even a second account, third account, whatever, go to make sure you smash a like on the video. We've got 23 left, so I will stay live for another couple minutes to see if we can get there. But I'm getting really hungry as well, so wouldn't mind jumping off to get some food because it is nearly 10 p.m. So, yeah. Let me have a look. Actually, let me have a look and see. I will go put the VC on, so the captaincy on him. Let's have a look. Yeah, 134 from Shees on debut is very, very, very nice. Season high score as well. Always good when you trade in someone, they go massive the week you get them. The marks are up. A few extra tackles as well. 90% TOG, which is fantastic. So I would have used Oliver as my VC, but I'd have to take the Finn O'Sullivan 49, which I'm not doing. So I'll play Lawler or Cleary on field. Probably Lawler at this stage. Or could go Bo Allen, actually, if he's not the sub, which I don't think he will be. Yeah, my midfield looking pretty bleak this week. Dawson, Brayshaw, Rosie, Baz Smith. So I really need to start looking at getting some upgrades in the mids. Cool, there we go. And then Cherry, and then we'll put Boyd on for the time being. But if Boyd isn't there, then we'll do that. So we'll go captaincy on Boyd. Take the 119 for sure. So that's 3 scores over 116 for X in a row now, which is great. So he's into some good form again. And obviously, yeah, Sheasel. The thing with Sheasel is he actually makes cash this week, which is why I wanted to jump on him, because I was like, well, he might actually go up in price if he has a big game. So very, very happy with that. As I said, though, Mitch for sure will take the Sheasel captain. That's for sure. So who we got? So, yeah, 119 from X in our matchup's good. At least that's a one there. But he's obviously got Zach Reed. So I need him to get a good score. So up to 84 was 16 likes away from 100. So 16 people, if you could do me a solid and get the likes, that'd be fantastic. Seen enough from Sheasel now. Massive game, says Liam. Yep, yeah, Sheasel's going to be a big target for people next week, which is why I want to jump on him. I want to be that week ahead, but it doesn't matter because I went Stuart him, so it's good, but still. See you, Bales. Have a good night. Thanks, Murphy. Appreciate it, mate. Have a good night. Left field one. Thoughts on Pendle's 300s in the last 4, says Jack. No, not for me. Not for me. He'll get managed at some point, so no, not for me. Vince Kids, what would you do if you're running out of people to downgrade and get cash to get rid of rookies? Vince, it depends on what the rest of your team's looking like. Maybe you can I don't want to downgrade premiums or anything, but hopefully there's some rookies you can downgrade. Maybe it's like a Caleb Daniel to a Filippo next week to get 200k. That'd be what you look at doing stuff like that. Happy with 77 from Caleb when Clary dumped last minute, says Fevelenko. Riley Thompson, what do you mean Sheasel debut? He always plays. Oh, no, as in, like, when we say Sheasel debut, Riley, we mean, like, a debut for our fantasy team. Like, he's debuted for our fantasy team. Like, first time I've owned him this year. So, on debut, I'm really happy. Up to 91. We're 9 away. 9 likes away. Appreciate you guys trying to get us to 100. So, if we can get 9 more people to get us to 100, that'd be fantastic. Take Merritt 117 or go for Bailey Smith. No, take 117, Stallity. I'm always over 110, but over 115 is like, yeah, you take it. And you take 117 from Merritt for sure. limits linked to all my accounts. Should be 5 more. Thank you, mate. That's a big reason why we're up to 91. Appreciate it. Angus Heasley, which 4 rookies to run out of Lawler, Ashcroft, Davidson, Cleary, Warner? So which 4 rookies to run? So I'm assuming you mean on field. Ashcroft, maybe Lawler, Cleary, probably Davidson. I think you bench Warner. I think even though David's not a great matchup, they're probably the 4 I'd play. I'm happy I started with the she, says Rad. Yeah, you'd be very, very happy. Oswald about to ask the same thing. Talking about Daniel as an out. Obviously, Riley said that. Yeah, Daniel can go. If there's no downgrades next week, going him down to a Filippo, for example, might get you some cash. So, yep, could be something to look at. Warple thoughts, great fixtures. Why did he score a 70 v Eagles? I was looking at him last week, was home for a better score, but yeah, not anymore. Not for me. Up to 93, sorry. So 7 more, please, people. If we can get to 100, that'd be fantastic. We're nearly there. We're very, very close. Yeah, I don't know if there's been any late adjustments or anything. I don't know if has the game been sort of locked in terms of like fantasy scores, or are we still waiting? Let's have a look. No, still waiting on the adjustments. My fingers are crossed that Big X gets like a hit out or a tackle or something just to bump him up to 120. I'm still happy with the 119 anyway. Unless he got a tackle taken away, then that'd be bad. Track, Rankin, or Dunkley more. So Petrarca and Rankin, or Dunkley and Moore. Petrarca and Rankin for me, Jack. You get the 2 guys that are near top 6 forwards, and Dunkley isn't value, Moore is, but we're not sure about Moore, so I'd go for the 2 guys I'm more settled on in Petrarca and Rankin. That would be who I'd go to. We're up to 94, so 1 legend out there gave a like, so 6 more people to get the 100 to keep the streak alive. That'd be fantastic if we can get that done. Yeah, Cherry 85% game time was good off a 5-day break. Cheers for all your replies, mate, says Jack. All good, mate, all good. You're putting the questions in, so happy to answer. I'll try and answer every question that's on here. I'm hopeful to get to a point where there's that so many people tuning in that I won't be able to get to all of them. That'd be nice, but happy to answer all of them if we can. They're just showing the injuries tonight. Yeah, I wonder with Jones and Ridley out if that means, Sardo Hawley could be an option to come back in. Marco, was she's a popular VC? Yeah, top 2 popular. Him and Cherry were pretty even. Up the top there. Up to 97 likes. Only 3 away. Who goes first out of Ashcroft, Oliver, Sanders, and Daniel? And who would I get them to? I'm assuming this is for next week, Vince. This would be a next week question. This would be good to answer next week. But early stages, maybe Ashcroft and Sanders, as they're the 2 guys that aren't probably close to top of the line. I know Daniel and Oliver probably aren't either, but they're probably guys that can put up better scores. So maybe those 2. But yeah, Marco, I think it was the second highest, 11% for Sheasel. Rad, I'm hoping I don't get any carnage so I can go 1 up, 1 down with Davo and Garcia next week. How did Garcia not get drops as Castle Riches? We could be sub, so might not be drop, but it might be the nearest thing to being dropped. Footy Frenzy, Rankin still an option from Oliver, or do I go to the top for like a Zorko? Already have Nasai, Shees, Track, Dacos, Dawson, Brayshaw, Rosie, Horn, Francis. I like both. Rankin's a good option, saves you a bit of money as well, so I like Rankin. You could go Rankin or Zorko. Zorko's probably got the better matchups coming for the next couple of games, but was trading Zach Reed out after his 36 2 weeks ago a mistake or not, says Liam. Yes, I did the same thing, and Reed's now made a fair bit of cash since we've traded, so yeah, it's frustrating. We're up to 99 likes as well, so we just got 1 more to go, and we've hit the 100. Philip Cox was 20k off doing a Stewart and Oliver to Dacos and Shees this week. Week without Shees hurts. Yeah, it's obviously sucks not having him, but he'll be a good target moving forward. So hopefully you can get him in very, very soon. Oliver was dropped, says Studley. No, he wasn't. Out for personal reasons. Probably says omitted on the website, but yeah, he was out for personal reasons, so he should be back next week. There we go. Hit the 100. Appreciate you, legends. I didn't think we were going to get there tonight, but we did end up getting there. So you guys are fantastic. Appreciate you keeping up the streak, and the streak is still alive. Just looking if the scores haven't updated yet, but hopefully they'll update very, very soon. But yeah, well, the fact we've hit the 100 now, we'll probably, unless anyone's got any last-minute questions, we'll wrap up very, very shortly, I reckon. So, there's Oliver a trade that says Sultan. Depends if you who you trade him out to, if you got cover for him, what matters there. But we had Cherry VC in Supercoach. I'll definitely take that VC 145. Thank you very much. And I had Zach Reed on field there. So 120, 109, and a 145 and an 85. So Supercoach just started well in the round, but doesn't matter because my team's not very good. So Went Philippou thoughts as P exercised. I wouldn't be going him. You haven't seen him yet, so all I could get to out of going Clary out and Stewart out, getting Shees and Philippou. Yeah, have you got Ned Long P exercised? I'm assuming you probably do. If you've gone Shees and Philippou, I don't hate it. I just don't love trading into him first game up after an injury, but you got Shees, so you'd be pretty happy regardless. But if you can get Ned Long, I'd go Ned Long instead. Thanks for another great Watchalong, Bales. Thanks, Doc Holiday. Appreciate it, mate. Very much appreciated. Phil Cleary, Hall, or Murphy Reid? I'd prefer Cleary out of those three. Is Cleary on the bench or is he on the field? If he's on the field, I've got confidence he's not going to be the sub. But if he's on the bench, just Kenny Cleary's on the bench. So you got Bice, McInerney, Laddams, Hanley, Patton, Cleary, Sheldrick, and Hamling. Bice, McInerney, Cleary. I don't think Cleary will be the sub looking at the bench here. There's a few guys that will be on the bench that will be sub instead of him, but yeah. Max Hall isn't the sub tomorrow. You could even just go him just to play it safe, but I'd go Cleary out of the three, but the matchup isn't great. Oliver up to Dacos, worth it. I've got all the value targets this week already. It's an option, yeah, for sure. Yep. Could be a ticket to Dacos, so I don't mind it, that's for sure. Depends if that's the best thing for your team, though, Sultan. That's what I'd just look at. Phil Cleary, Ashcroft, Garcia, Davo, or Hall. I'd field Ashcroft out of the three, out of all those guys still. Ashcroft, for me, is still number one. If Garcia's not the sub, he could be someone that you could look at. You might be able to loot Garcia tomorrow if you've got Connor Stone. Dacos or Gawn, VC. They play at the same time. Who have you got as your captain, Tim? That would be the question. Gawn's VC for sure, because he's number one. Dacos is number 6. So I'd go Gawn as your VC, but hopefully he's your captain. Probably into Zorko, says Tim. Yeah, Gawn VC for me. Gawn into Zorko is what you can do. Alrighty, well, I'll probably wrap it up there. I'm not sure when we'll get the updates, if there's any late adjustments. Hopefully there's maybe a point or two for Cherry, but we'll see. You could also just get a Rook instead of Philippou and bank the cash for next week. At least you're just risking the poo pick for now. Yeah, Marco, that's not a bad shout. Okay, last thing is Noble value. I know there's Darwin games, but Noble got a lot of kickouts last week. Yeah, it's an option. Yeah, I didn't mind him. He was someone I was looking at. So, yeah, I don't mind him as an option. Daniel for Philippou next week or a Primo. Well, Riley, just depends how Philippou looks tomorrow. So we'll just see how he looks, and if he looks good, maybe. Footy Frenzy, cheers, Bales. Thank you, mate. I don't think we're going to get this update before we finish up. And it's 10 o'clock my time now. I'm hungry. Haven't had dinner yet, so I'm going to go have some food. But appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Dacos or Dunkley? Dacos for me, Ishan. I'd definitely go Dacos. But appreciate all you guys tuning in. As I said, tomorrow will be live for our pre-lockout chat, as always, answering a lot more of your questions. So if you've got more questions, feel free to tune in. 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Perth time. Answering all your questions. Exercise, cheers, Bales. Thank you, mate. This will be the only watch song for the week, but hopefully we'll get a couple in next week. We're up to 107 likes now, by the way, so you guys are absolute legends. Gone well and above the goal. But yeah, we love, as I said, pre-lockout chat tomorrow. And then, no watch song tomorrow night, no watch song Saturday night. They're the only two that we'll miss, but hopefully back next week for a few more watch songs. But appreciate all you legends tuning in as always. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that. We're on the road to 4K, so I don't know what we're up to now, but we're less than 250. What are we up to? 37770. So we're 230 away now. So I had a couple of people subscribe tonight. Appreciate that. So we're getting close to 4K, which is nice. And if you want to become Patreon as well, you get a team review tonight. If you become Patreon, and you get a team review every week, exclusive Patreon Q&A, bonus content, direct access to me, and you get guaranteed messages. Obviously, because I can't commit to answering all of YouTube, all of Instagram, all of Twitter, and then all of Patreon and everything. So it gets too much. So if you want guaranteed answers to your questions, head over to Patreon, patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Get in all the fun there. And you get the Ask Me on Q service for free. So the personalized audio response where you can send through your whole team and get all stuff there. So is Larky going to get done for a week? Yeah, Larky's done for a week for sure. Larky will get suspended for a week. Cheers, lad. Thanks, Marco. Who'll be the Saints sub, says Simon Stacks. Looks like Boxshot at the moment, but it could be Garcia as well. So just watch on that tomorrow. Sultan, cheers, Bales. Thank you, Sultan. Thanks, everyone. Catch you guys tomorrow for our pre-lockout chat. Have a good night, and we'll catch you guys then. Thanks, everyone. See ya.